This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. Former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore is facing 3 criminal charges. Moore was arraigned earlier today. He is charged with third-degree home invasion, also with breaking and entering and stalking in a domestic relationship. Moore was fired from his job on Wednesday. To the NBA, where according to ESPN Shams Charania, the Spurs are getting their star back for the weekend.
Sources tell me Victor Wembanyama is expected to make his return to action on Saturday against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Las Vegas in the NBA Cup.
Wembanyama has been sidelined for the past several weeks with an injury. NFL news, Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt had surgery to repair a partially collapsed lung. There is no timetable yet for his recovery, but he will miss Monday night's game against Miami. Bengals receiver T. Higgins is out for his team's game against the Ravens. He is dealing with a concussion. The Jets announced Brady Cook will start at quarterback against the Jaguars. Tyrod Taylor and Justin Fields are both dealing with injuries. Baseball news, according to ESPN's Jeff Passan, the Royals have given third baseman Maikel Garcia a 5-year contract extension. Goalie swap at the NHL, the Penguins and Oilers. Edmonton gets Tristan Jarry. The Oilers get Stuart Skinner.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Cannon, coming up Monday from Week 15 in the NFL to the NBA Cup. I'll recap it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We are live today at Marucci Hitter's house on Seagan, just off of Seagan in Baton Rouge. And glad to have you hanging out with us here for the next 3 hours as we send you into your weekend. And my goodness, do we have a plumb ton to do. Clay Harris, LSU Chief Revenue Officer in 15 minutes. Terrio in 1 hour. Some conversation about Ole Miss running back Kewan Lacey that we got to delve into. Saints-Panthers preview, but let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
Well, sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut. LSU did, or the SEC did, in fact, release the LSU football schedule for 2026. And one of the things that I'm very fond of saying, if you've listened for any length of time, you know I often say it, that it's not just who you play, but when and where you play them. And now we know the full slate for Lane Kiffin's maiden voyage as the LSU head football coach. The SEC on Thursday night released the 2026 composite football schedule. So we already knew who the opponents were going to be. Now we know the order in which they're going to play. So I'll give you a few takeaways that I had from the schedule release. And I'll start actually at the end. I know everyone is going to be interested in Ole Miss. That'll be LSU's first conference game, September the 19th in Oxford. But let me circle back to that. I think November, as we told you, we found out earlier in the week, kind of had a sneak peek at the schedule earlier in the week, that November was going to be brutal. So LSU really has to make their hay. You need to avoid early landmines, make your hay in the middle of the schedule in October, and be prepared to play really meaningful games in November. So LSU's open date will stay in that traditional Halloween weekend, and then they'll play Alabama in Baton Rouge November the 7th. A week later, Texas comes to Baton Rouge for the first time in more than 50 years. That was the game, of course, that we were supposed to see in 2020. COVID happened. Texas never made the return trip. So whenever the league schedule expanded, it was pretty obvious that this was going to be one that was going to happen, was Texas was going to come to Baton Rouge. And here it is. So Bama, Texas, at Tennessee, November 21st, and then at Arkansas on Saturday, November the 28th. So November is going to be brutal, and I always look for where do you find back-to-back road conference games. That's something that historically is very difficult to navigate in the SEC. And LSU avoided that this past year, but in 2026, they will, in fact, go back-to-back road conference games to finish the regular season at Tennessee, at Arkansas. I also think it's notable that you're going to face 4 first-year head coaches. Of course, your first SEC game, September the 19th in Oxford against Ole Miss. That is the game that the entirety of the college football world will be watching. I don't even need to look at what other games are in week 3 of the college football slate. Everyone is going to be watching LSU Ole Miss. Everyone is going to be looking at the spectacle of Lane Kiffin returning to Oxford and what that looks like. From an LSU perspective, though, you feel really good about where that game is on the schedule. Because keep in mind, Ole Miss was Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss. It was his offense. It was his brilliance. It was his imagination. Pete Golding's a good defensive coordinator, but he hasn't led elite defenses at Ole Miss. And so maybe Pete Golding ends up being a really good head coach there. But in week 3, there's a lot of ambiguity of what is the offense going to look like. With John David Baker, the new offensive coordinator there. How quickly will they assimilate? Who's going to play quarterback? Like, does Trinidad Chambliss get an extra year? If he does he stay at Ole Miss? Does he transfer? Is it Austin Simmons? Does he transfer? I don't know. Like, there's just, by week 3, you're not going to know a lot about Pete Golding's Ole Miss Rebels in week 3. So LSU actually catches a break going to Ole Miss in week 3 as opposed to maybe later in the season if they found a little footing. What I don't like is the back-to-back at Ole Miss, home against Texas A&M. Marcel Reed has already said he plans to return. Now, A&M's offensive line should have a full turnover, so what will A&M be next year? That is worth questioning. And look, those are the back-to-back games where the location is the same in consecutive years. LSU goes to Ole Miss in consecutive years. A&M comes to Baton Rouge in consecutive years. That's back-to-back to wrap up September. If you can find a way to navigate Clemson, Louisiana Tech, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and get to 4-0 through September, then you're going to be playing really meaningful games come November. Because October is McNeese at home, at Kentucky, new head coach there, Will Stein, home against Mississippi State. Jeff Lebby will be in year 3, but if we're being honest, LSU at home should be favored in that game. And then you're at Auburn, another first-year head coach there, and Alex Golish going from South Florida to Auburn. So you really catch a break in October, and with tremendous amounts of respect for how difficult it is to play at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Those are 4 games where LSU should be favored. And then you have your open date. You flip to November, which we talked about. So, the key to this schedule is you got to start fast, finish fast. You can't stub your toe in the first month. You got to make sure you take care of business in October, which sets you up to play meaningful games in November. And that 3-game stretch, really, Alabama, Texas, at Tennessee. Then you go at Arkansas with Ryan Silverfield in his first year. But really, Alabama, Texas, at Tennessee, that's going to be probably the stretch that makes or breaks your season in 2026 in year 1 under Lane Kiffin. A lot of work to do still to build the roster for 2026, which we'll continue talking about as another LSU player went into the portal on Friday that we'll talk about. But a lot of work to do on the roster. The transfer portal still hasn't opened up yet. Lane Kiffin hasn't had his first day on the practice field yet out at LSU. But we now know what the slate will look like year 1. And I would argue that certainly in my 20 years of covering LSU, this will be the best home slate that LSU's had. Clemson, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Alabama, Texas. I mean, that is a delicious non-conference and conference slate, home slate for the season ticket holders. So LSU, we now know the order in which they will play in 2026. Let me know your thoughts if you want. You can drop them in the Bayou Forward YouTube chat, email us, tweet us, text us, your big takeaways from the LSU schedule release. We're glad to have you aboard with us here. Our show open every day is brought to you by Bud Light. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of the LSU Tigers, the official beer of the New Orleans Saints. Saints are back at the Dome on Sunday, taking on the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully the Saints can go 2-0 against Carolina this week. If you're going to be in the Dome, watching at home, at your holiday party, maybe you're jetting out to your favorite restaurant or bar tonight, make sure you drink plenty of delicious ice-cold Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of the LSU Tigers. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light. All right, y'all, it is After Further Review. Thrilled to be here at Marucci's Hitter's House today. Awesome spot. Second time we've been set up here. Beautiful retail location, of course, Marucci, born, founded right here in Baton Rouge. If you want to come get the baseball bats, gloves, apparel, cleats, everything that you need to have under the Christmas tree for the young baseball or softball player on your list. If it's your son, your daughter, your niece, nephew, grandson, granddaughter, they got everything here at Marucci's Hitter's House. They got the cages behind us as well. They got memberships. It's all encompassing. You want to be better at baseball, softball, you got to find Marucci's Hitter's House if you haven't yet. So come see us here. We're right off of Segan. If you're driving down Segan near Airline, you'll see the big 104.5 ESPN Louisiana Sports.net wrap truck. So just pop on in and say hello. We got free Marucci hats. If you come on in and give us a shout out, look, Delandra. Tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, I got a big old dome. I need a the snapback's got to get a few extra snaps on it. Hang on one second. What do we think? What do we think? I can't see myself, so you got to give me a heads up. You like that?
Yeah.
A little khaki.
I like it.
The khaki brown.
Looks good.
Yeah, you like it? All right. Come on by. Give you a hat. You can even have the one that has my my head lice on it. I'll give you the one right off my head. I don't have lice. I'm bald. Can't have lice. Can bald people have lice? I don't think so. I don't think that's possible. All right, it's after further review. We're glad to have you aboard with us here. Let me knock out a quick break, y'all. First break of the show. We'll come back. Friday's AFR is brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. When we come back, Clay Harris, LSU's Chief Revenue Officer, will be here. Now, if you missed it on Thursday, gigantic announcement between LSU and Nike. If you're sitting there thinking, what's the big deal? It's just 10 athletes who got an NIL deal with Nike. Not so fast. This is a massive deal, and Clay Harris will be here next to explain it. Stay with us here. It's AFR.
AFR.
Actually, Alondra, if you literally look across the street and go to about 2 o'clock right over there, it's Clegg's Nursery. I mean, it's right there. You need to go get you a Christmas tree, come to Marucci, buy you a baseball bat, and then go to Clegg's and buy you a Christmas tree. Already got your tree? Cool. Guess what? They got bajillions of poinsettias over there, arriving daily. They're grown in their own local greenhouses here, and so they have a beautiful selection, and they got tons of gifts as well. Clegg's gift card for the green thumb on your list. Awesome idea. Tuned wind chimes, which is a great outdoor accent piece for anybody's outdoor space. Hummingbird feeders, bird feeders, citrus trees. If you want that creative gift that no one else is going to think to give them, go to Clegg's. Any of the 4 locations. Segan Air Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, and the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. We tell you every day. Buy local, shop local. Tell them Matt sent you in to Clegg's Nursery.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slaw, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I receive at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
LSU had a massive announcement on Thursday. LSU and Nike launched a really significant NIL endeavor. It started with 10 athletes, including Trey'Dez Green, DJ Pickett from the football side of things, as Nike embarks in this new phase of NIL, this true third-party NIL. And no doubt one of the reasons why Lane Kiffin was bullish on taking this LSU job. Guys, at the center of all these conversations and negotiations is Clay Harris, LSU's Chief Revenue Officer. He's good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. Clay, thanks for the time. How are you?
Hey, Matt, doing well.
Hey, man, we appreciate the time. Let me start with yesterday's announcement. From your seat, why was this significant, this deal with LSU and Nike?
Several different layers to it. You know, Nike's been a really great partner for us over the last several years, and they've been really good to us. So it was important for us to find that alignment going forward, and, you know, not only on the financial side, but the apparel side for our student athletes. But now this new wrinkle with NIL and having the first ever partnership like this with Nike was significantly important for us and our student athletes. And that, you know, once that topic kind of got broached and we started to move in that direction, it was a no-brainer that we were going to realign and renew with Nike going forward.
Does this deal just displace revenue? Meaning, the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Nike deal would be Nike, part of it is cash to LSU, part of it is apparel. Are they just taking some of the cash that they would have given to LSU and instead giving it to student athletes?
I would say it's incremental. It's you know, the student athlete revenue is on top of what we would get, both cash and apparel from an LSU side. And that's why it was a really important win for us, because it wasn't just swapping and mixing cash and assets. It was actually incremental with the student athlete side and NIL.
Why did Nike choose to begin this program at LSU?
I think it was pretty simple. The LSU brand speaks for itself. I think people in this area know that very well, but the reach of our brand is significant, and how it reverberates across the country is second to none. And then I'd say we are very well set up on the NIL side with our infrastructure we've built here the last 2 years. You know, we've got teams that go out and seek student athlete deals with corporate partners. We've got a team that manages fulfillment and assets with those NIL deals with our corporate partners. We've got a team that manages the agent side and the contract side and the agreement side. And we're very well set up here to take on a project like this. It was a lot of legwork that our NILSU team had to do to pull this off, and coordinating with all the NIL deals with Nike as far as the fulfillment goes as well too, with, you know, video shoots and photo shoots. Not many other schools in the country can pull off what we just pulled off from an infrastructure standpoint in NIL. And I think those two reasons, the LSU brand and our setup here, was very, very significant to why Nike wanted to move forward with us on that.
Clay, can you dig a little deeper there? Because I think you may have an understanding, but the listener may not. Why other schools who maybe couldn't pull off the 2 days of 15-hour video shoots and all the infrastructure, why is LSU equipped to do that and other schools maybe aren't at this point?
we have the bandwidth personnel-wise and very, very good leadership on the NILSU side as well, too, as well as the Playfly Max integration with all of our corporate sponsorships, and Mary Claire Logue, who leads that team. And then it's really integrated nicely with our LSU Sports Properties team, which manages all the LSU Athletics corporate sponsorship. So it's really a bandwidth and expertise on the personnel side, first and foremost.
Clay Harris is with us, LSU's Chief Revenue Officer. When Lane Kiffin was introduced as LSU's head coach at that Monday press conference, one of the things that he spoke pretty openly about was the LSU NIL plan. He said the money, as far as his contract with all of his offers, was close. The NIL plan, as he said, was not close, meaning LSU's was dramatically better than the other schools that offered. What did that plan look like, Clay?
It kind of shined a light on our corporate emphasis. You know, I actually think Lane was quoted in an article a few weeks ago where he said if a collective has $50 to $60 million in it, and you can't do anything with it, it doesn't matter. And so we've got a system here on the corporate side where we're getting through true third-party NIL deals through Deloitte and NIL Go, where a company is doing a deal with the student athlete. The student athlete has to deliver on assets in order to be paid for that agreement. And so we've got an infrastructure here that we've built with the bandwidth on our personnel and combined with our brand that we are able to collaborate on those deals and simultaneously get those through the new enforcement committee and NIL Go for our student athletes. And so again, the collective days are starting to wean out a little bit, and you can have all the money you want to, but if you can't put it through NIL Go and utilize it the right way anymore, it does you no good.
I'm glad you brought up Playfly Max. The last time you were on the show, Clay, was in the spring when Playfly Max was, or the NILSU Max program was, that initiative was launched and announced. And at the time, you told us that you all had been working for 12 to 18 months already on the rev share, true third-party NIL era of college athletics. Can you kind of bring us up to speed from when we talked in the spring when NILSU Max launched to now, and just fill in that gap on what you all have done between then and now?
Yes. So that was 6 months ago or so, and we had just launched the program, and we've built out an entire staff and really built an overall strategy, not just for this year, but how we're going to attack this in for years to come. We want to be built for 26, 27, 28, and 29, and 30, and so on, not just for 26. And so we've built out a staff, we've built out a strategy, we've gotten hundreds of deals through NIL Go for our student athletes. And so that was, a big, every day has been a learning curve on how we manage that and how deals need to be structured going forward via NIL. And so it's really been a learning process, but it's been about hiring the staff and building the right strategy and infrastructure to deal with the bandwidth of sponsorship deals and agreements you have to go and cut with student athletes and brands. A big selling point with Playfly Max is a company has to cut one deal with Playfly, and then Playfly goes and does the dozens and dozens of other student athlete direct deals. It's probably a mouthful and complicated, but it gets very tedious for one company to go have to cut 12, 13, 14, 15 deals with a football team at one time, where now NILSU and Playfly Max takes that on and does those deliverables and that legwork for the brand and company. So we're really trying to cut through all the clutter and make it as easy as possible for both student athletes, brand, as we're going forward with Playfly Max and NILSU.
This is an opportunity for a pitch, Clay. I'm being very transparent here. So for someone who's listening, watching right now that is a business owner that maybe isn't a $50, $100 million a year business, but has a marketing budget, what is the appeal to them to work with, and is there an opportunity to work with NILSU Max?
Yes, it's simplicity, and 100% of the dollars that a company is spending is going to our student athletes. But it takes away legwork and the bandwidth from a company that wants to do 10 student athletes or 4 student athletes. We go take care of all those individual agreements with those numerous student athletes. All the company has to do is collaborate with us, cut one agreement, and we will work in collaboration for what those deliverables look like for the student athletes.
Clay Harris is with us, LSU's Chief Revenue Officer. I got two more things for you. Time, very much appreciated. Number one, I would assume that you have spent some time, certainly leading up to National Signing Day, with Lane Kiffin and General Manager Billy Glasscock. And, of course, with the portal coming up as well. What have been your impressions of working with Lane and Billy Glasscock from the time they showed up here through the early signing period and as you start to prepare for what's going to come in the portal?
Very impressed. Not only the last 2 weeks, but leading up to the last 2 weeks. I think people are going to be very impressed with Billy Glasscock, the general manager. I think he's got a really good mentality on how he's going to build rosters and the infrastructure of the team and the culture he wants to bring and the type of players he wants to bring to the football program that want to be at LSU. I think you're going to see a different edge to the kind of player he brings in. But I've been super impressed with him and Lane as well too. I think they're a great team that's going to really do some big things here at LSU football.
How is their approach different than what maybe we had seen in the previous NIL era with Brian Kelly, most recently GM Austin Thomas?
I think it's a little early to tell that, Matt. There's so many moving pieces, and they're just 2 weeks old. I think both are going to do a really good job on the both previous staff and current staff on how they manage the roster as far as allocation of dollars. But I think it's really early to tell on what the big differences are right now.
As you look, last thing, as you look into the sort of immediate short term, what should the LSU fan be looking for with the LSU Nike deal on top of the 10 student athletes that started this program?
I think it's just the beginning on the NIL side. I think there's going to be more collaboration and NIL deals with Nike, not only over the next several months, but the coming years. And so you're going to see a lot more LSU student athletes participate in this program, and that's a win-win for everybody. That's a win-win for our talent retention. That's a win-win for recruiting. And so we're extremely happy about that.
Clay Harris, LSU's Chief Revenue Officer, good enough to spend a couple of minutes with us here on this Friday. Man, we appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Of course, it's our pleasure. It is After Further Review. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. We're brought to you by Parish Restoration. ParishRestoration.com. ParishRestoration.com. Kill mold, remove odor. Had some rain earlier today here in the Baton Rouge area. Maybe wherever you are, if you had rain, you start to notice that you got water spots on your ceiling, coming down the walls, maybe in your vehicle. Chances are that's not a new occurrence. You've probably had water intrusion already, which means you could already have mold in your walls, in your sheetrock, in your insulation in the attic. Let Parish Restoration come help you out. They'll kill mold, remove odor, other harmful pathogens. It's more cost-effective, it's more efficient, it's more effective, and it's a patented non-toxic drywall. So safe for your family, your pets, your plants, everything. ParishRestoration.com. ParishRestoration.com. Thanks to Clay Harris for a couple of minutes there. I've probably had, I don't know, at least a half dozen conversations conservatively with people who have already had meetings with Lane Kiffin and Billy Glasscock. And that word that Clay just used, I was intentionally vague with the way and open-ended with the way I answered it or asked it. Impressive. I mean, everyone uses that word. Impressive. Thorough. I just think maybe one of the biggest differences so far, and again, I want to be clear, I have not yet met, aside from the press conference, seeing Lane Kiffin there, I've not met Billy Glasscock yet, the new GM. But what I gather is the biggest difference so far, and Clay didn't want to go there, that's fine. I'm not going to press him on it. It's early, and they're all collaborating, and they're in a busy time, and we'll learn more as time goes on. But what I see is the biggest difference so far, and I don't know if this is good or bad, it's just different. Brian Kelly was out front about this. Like, I'm paraphrasing Brian Kelly, but he said in a press conference this year that one of the reasons he never went to the NFL is he didn't want the GM structure. He wanted autonomy over recruiting and building his roster and all that stuff. But talked about the great relationship that he had with Austin Thomas and how they were able to collaborate and go. But the biggest difference, I think, between that structure and what you have now is Lane Kiffin is all in on this structure, trusting Billy Glasscock with the way that he organizes their player board, the roster, recruits, portal, needs, revenue allocation. And Lane will, of course, be involved, but he's going to go coach football. But you have someone in charge of managing the roster that you trust, that you're aligned with, and you go. And I think one of the things that's been pretty clearly expressed to me is throughout the recruitment process, meaning recruiting Lane Kiffin LSU, these NIL conversations that Lane had, and Billy Glasscock to that extent, it's one thing if you're told something in a sales pitch. We have X amount of NIL. We have X amount funded in the collective. We have X amount of revenue share. We can deliver X in true third-party NIL on top of. You can say all of that in a meeting, but they come take the job and they say, all right, how much powder do we have? Like, what do we actually have in the bank? Oh, we have X in rev share. That's a legit number. We have that much in revenue share to spend right now. And they're blown away by that because it's not even remotely close to what they were dealing with prior. Remember all the conversations we had about preloading or front-loading last year around this time? Well, all of that now means LSU is cash-rich with money to spend in rev share to front-load again if they need to in this portal cycle, and they have true NIL that they can show with deals like Nike, Our Lady of the Lake, who's a great partner of ours. All these true NIL deals that you've seen, they can show on top of rev share what they've already been able to deliver to their student athletes because of NIL LSU Max. So yes, don't overlook this. LSU, as far behind as LSU was in NIL in the initial phase of NIL, they are light years ahead of everyone else in this version of NIL. And although he doesn't work at LSU anymore, it is a major hat tip to the vision that Scott Woodward had 2 years ago to be on the cutting edge to prepare for the inevitability of rev share and what you're seeing right now. I know Scott's not the AD, and we can have all the conversations about how it got to this point, but the vision of what was coming was Scott Woodward's. And all of these wheels got set in motion with the right people in place, like Clay Harris and like a lot of people around LSU who've done amazing work through Playfly and the NIL LSU Max program to have LSU in a position where they are right now to capitalize. So we'll continue to talk about this as it develops. All right, Terrio's here in 28 minutes from right now. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House right off of Segan. Come out. I got hats. We got Marucci hats here. You walk in. If you're listening to the show, pull in. I'm slinging your hat like Mardi Gras bees. We're just flinging them left and right. Come hang out with us here. Come get that baseball bat, batting gloves, jerseys, shorts, apparel, cleats, everything that you need, gloves, everything that you need. Look, you want to buy one of the Hitter's House memberships. Amazing for baseball or softball. Might have taken a few hacks in the cage before the show today. Delonja, what you laughing at? Turn up your mic and tell the people how good I am at swinging a baseball bat, still even though I haven't done it in 20 years. Come on. Come on.
It wasn't bad. You took some cuts for sure. I'm sorry.
Didn't you get in the cage?
I did get in the cage, and I also did
so
pretty
first
good.
of all, you're a dead pull hitter.
Yes.
Okay. You can't even when I started to tell you go the opposite way, that's when you started swinging and missing.
Yeah.
You're like Pedro Serrano out here.
Right.
Straight ball I hit very much. Curveball bats are free.
Right.
That's Delonja.
I told you I think I like 85% of my hits.
You got to be able to go the other way.
Throughout my entire life.
Tell me I didn't rope one. Tell me I didn't rope one at dead center. That was leaving the yard.
You did.
Leaving the yard. Even at 43, leaving the yard.
Yeah.
A T-ball yard, but it was leaving the yard. It's after further review. We'll knock out a quick break around the SEC next.
AFR.
We're brought to you by the Watermark and Renaissance. Watermark Downtown, Renaissance Southtown. Glad you're, we always appreciate our friendship and our relationship with our friends over at the Watermark and the Renaissance. Two amazing hotel properties. Like, Watermark Downtown, premier hotel property in Baton Rouge, voted the best hotel in the best of 225. And then, of course, Renaissance right there on Bluebonnet, near I-10, across from all of Louisiana and Perkins Row. Maybe you're shopping till you drop with Christmas time here, and you don't want to drive home. Awesome. Just go stay at Renaissance Baton Rouge. It's right across the street. All the plush amenities of a gorgeous hotel. You got Tallulah. You want to have a great meal. You can do it. Casual, upscale dining experience. The terrace, which is indoor-outdoor flow. Or maybe you got an event coming up in 2026. Make sure you call my friend Allison Crump over at Renaissance Baton Rouge to book that event. What event? Doesn't matter. Any event. They can do it over at Renaissance Baton Rouge. It's Watermark Downtown and the Renaissance Baton Rouge.
Trust isn't given. It's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience?
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Rolling along here on a Friday edition of AFR. We are glad to have you hanging out with us here. We are keeping an eye on the Bryce Underwood situation. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, y'all. It's there's just so much uncertainty right now. But a day ago, with Sharon Moore's arrest, and listen, there's a lot of people that are going to make jokes. I'm not going to be one of those people. That's a devastatingly sad story, and Sharon Moore brought this upon himself by the decisions he made as an adult male. But he also has a wife and 3 children. A family has been turned on its head. All of his mistress, her life has been altered, certainly, by the decisions she made as a young person here. All of the players at the University of Michigan staff members under Sharon Moore who may now, because he's no longer employed, may not have a job and their families may be moving. I mean, the decisions that he made engaging in this, quote, inappropriate relationship with a staff member, Michigan's word from their statement, not my words, are going to be far-reaching. But we're going to continue to follow this. And Sharon Moore, he was arraigned and he was released from jail after meeting the $25,000 bond here on Friday. He has been, as we mentioned, arraigned on Friday. And the legalities there will play out. But for us here, I think the most look, we're not a legal show. We're not a tabloid journalism show or news magazine. Like, we're a sports show. And so I'm going to stick to sports. And the most relevant part of this here, of course, is what happens with Bryce Underwood. You're talking about a guy that was committed to LSU for a year, 5-star quarterback, started this year as a freshman. And a day ago, Bryce Underwood's camp said that they're going to monitor the situation to see who the new head coach is going to be. So it is not a hard and fast, I'm staying at Michigan, which means the door is open for leaving, which means all of the speculation and conversation will and should persist. And, we're less than a month away now from the opening of the portal window, January the 2nd. And players from the University of Michigan, the ones that choose to enter the portal, it'll be fascinating because Lane Kiffin will have an awful lot to sell. He's a treasure chest of funds to spend, and he will have playing time to sell, and all the brand awareness of LSU and everything associated, opportunity to win a championship, all of that. There's going to be a lot to sell for Lane Kiffin and his staff in this portal window, and there's certainly going to be Michigan players in the portal, and one of them may very well be Bryce Underwood, so we'll continue to follow that. All right, it's after further review, y'all. We'll go around the SEC in just a second. I want to remind you about Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. It is Friday, SupperClubBTR.com. Knocking off of work in a little bit, get on over to Supper Club. Remember, they open at 5 o'clock. Open seating at the bar. So there's 14 bar stools, 7 bar tables. Remember, you never have to have a reservation to go sit at the bar. And bar tables are available. Boom. You're in luck. Fantastic. You can have cocktails, wine, whatever there at the bar tables. You can have your dinner there. Or you can book your reservation at SupperClubBTR.com. And I want to continue to remind you, if you've not been to Supper Club or if it's been a while, even if you've been recently, it's worth going again now because the decor in the restaurant is amazing. I mean, there's places like the Roosevelt Hotel in New Orleans where people go just to be able to take pictures in the lobby because it's such a gorgeous scene. You got to see what they did inside the restaurant. You're going to want to go take your photos there, your significant other, business partners, family, whatever. SupperClubBTR.com. Supper Club right there on Perkins near Bluebonnet. SupperClubBTR.com. Okay, we do it every day about this time. Muse hit it around the SEC.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference. The Arkansas Razorbacks.
All right, well, Ryan Silverfield has his GM. This report comes from Football Scoop. Gazka Crowley is set to assume the prominent role on Silverfield's first Arkansas staff. He comes to Fayetteville from the University of Arizona. Spent the 2 previous seasons with the Wildcats as their general manager after 1 season at Western Michigan, now in the SEC.
The Florida Gators.
John Summerall is expected to hire former Gators offensive tackle Phil Troutwine as the program's offensive line coach. Multiple sources confirm that to Swamp 247. Troutwine spent the last 6 seasons as the O-line coach at Penn State. Before that, 2 years up at Boston College. He was a 2-time All-SEC lineman and 2-time national champion at Florida under Urban Meyer. Returns to Gainesville.
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Vols wide receiver Chris Brazzell II has declared for the 2026 NFL Draft. This comes after a breakout 2025 season in which he was the only wide receiver in the SEC to surpass 1,000 yards. His 9 touchdown catches also shared the top spot in the league. He announced the decision on his social media. Of course, started his career at Tulane before transferring to Rocky Top, now off to the National Football League.
The Kentucky Wildcats.
Kentucky linebacker Steven Souls Jr. has entered the transfer portal here on Thursday night, reported early on Friday morning. Spent 2 seasons with Kentucky, 17 games, 16 tackles, but 4.5 sacks. Souls Jr. will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. That is around the SEC.
We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. We'll wrap up hour number 1 when we come back. Kaleb Jackson is the latest Tiger to enter the transfer portal. So I want to give you some perspective on the future of the LSU running back position. So we'll get to that as we wrap up hour number 1. Terry will be here in about 15 minutes from right now. We're glad you're hanging out. Stay with us here on a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
After further review.
Let's Rev, R-E-V, letsrev.com, letsrev.com. Love telling you about Rev because I love telling you about great local businesses. And Rev has been doing that for 90 years, 9 decades. We're talking about 90 years of local service. You call Rev, you're not getting shipped off to a call center in another country. When you call Rev, you're getting someone at a call center right here in our area. What do I mean? Baton Rouge, Gonzales, Prairieville, Plaquemine, Denham, Springfield, Hammond, Ponchatoula, Covington, Mandeville, LaPlace, Reserve, Thibodaux, Houma, LaRose, Grand Isle, all over. And we're talking about faster, more reliable internet, speeds up to 5 gigs, and the Wi-Fi equipment is included at no additional cost. Working with Rev is just a better experience. Home or for your business, letsrev.com. R-E-V, letsrev.com, letsrev.com. Let's Rev, y'all. Letsrev.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgu.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Wrapping up hour number 1, we're presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar right there in Town Center. Today's show, we're live at Marucci Hitter's House. You'll come on by, hang out with us at Segan. People coming in, we're slinging hats left and right. Got Marucci hats, are awesome. They put a whole big stack of hats on the table. Just people come in, you heard it on the show, we'll sling you a hat. So we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us here. Friday, another LSU player declared their intention to enter the transfer portal. This one isn't a tremendous surprise, but it is a change of course for Kaleb Jackson. Former 4-star running back from Liberty Magnet in Baton Rouge, exploded on the scene as a freshman, 4 rushing touchdowns, had some really dynamic runs in fall camp leading up to 2024. There was one play that sort of went viral in camp where he just dump trucked Whit Weeks. And he was my and a lot of people's choice to be the breakout player offensively for LSU in 2024. And it just never manifests. And after, of course, Caden Durham had the fantastic freshman season a year ago. And after last year and through spring, I thought Kaleb Jackson was so candid in talking about, when he met with reporters, why he didn't transfer, and talking about maybe he read some of his own press clippings. I mean, this is him talking about his decision not to transfer. This was Kaleb Jackson in the spring.
Because my family is from here, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so having them in my circle at all times is always amazing. Having to be able to go home, talk to my mama, have to talk to my grandma, have to talk to my father, and all that type of stuff. It really sets my head straight, and makes me want to go harder just for them, just so I can do it in my home state. As a kid from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, went to school down the street. You know what I'm saying? That played an impact when we wanted to stay here and just keep going.
I really respected very much. I do respect very much what Kaleb Jackson said at the time. His desire to be great at LSU, to be in his home state, have his family right down the street, and acknowledge that after that freshman season, he read his press clippings. He maybe didn't work as hard, gained a little weight, and he was trying to get that right this year. And ultimately, this year just didn't play out that way. You had Caden Durham, you had Harlem Berry coming in that stole a lion's share of those reps. Kaleb Jackson played in just 4 games this season, so he could maintain that redshirt year. So he has 2 years of eligibility remaining wherever he does, in fact, go. And, we'll cheer for him and wish him well. But, I think for LSU, we start to look at it in terms of what does this mean for the running back position? Because remember, Juwan Johnson, be it quarterback, running back, he's already gone in the portal. Now Kaleb Jackson's going in the portal. JT Lindsey is still away from the team while he's suspended as his legal proceedings continue to play out, which means Caden Durham and Harlem Berry are the only 2 scholarship running backs you have on the roster. You did not sign a running back in this high school class a week ago, so you get 2 running backs. Like, that ain't enough. So as you start to look at how Lane Kiffin is planning to build this roster, it is just clear. I mean, he's got the reputation as the portal king, but they are going to go ham in the transfer portal. And you're going to have to add at least 2 running backs, because you're not going into a season with 2 scholarship running backs, and you're only going to get maybe 1 in the portal. You're not going into a season with 3 scholarship running backs. That's just not enough. So they're going to have to go get depth at the running back position in this portal window. And, of course, everybody's looking at Kewan Lacey. Lacey was the outstanding running back at Ole Miss this year, and all the conversation that I've had with folks at Ole Miss is that Kewan Lacey and their running backs coach Kevin Smith are really attached at the hip. And Lacey, of course, was recruited by Lane Kiffin and Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss, and played in that offense. So it stands to reason that if Kevin Smith does in fact leave Ole Miss after the season for LSU, then Kewan Lacey very well could be joining as well. Now, Pete Golding at a press conference, meeting with reporters, and in that press conference on Thursday when he met with reporters, he kind of gave an update on Kevin Smith's status.
Yeah, Kevin's coaching his ass off right now and getting us prepared for the games. Kevin's very mature about the situation from the very beginning, from that Sunday. Like, hey, I'm here, I'm all in, and I'm going to figure this out in January when everybody else does. And it's going to cost them, whoever that is. So he's playing how he should be. He's all in, he's focused. Like every coach is going to evaluate, their position where they're at and what's best for them and their family, and do they have better opportunities based on being a coordinator or what level they want to go to. So I have no concerns on where Kevin's mind is when he's here and what he's doing, and we'll figure that out in January.
What is interesting is a day ago we talked about that report from Michael Katz where he published on social media the binding memorandum of understanding for Pete Golding, and also listed that he had term sheets for a handful of other assistants, one of them being Kevin Smith. Well, as I learned today, the other term sheets are not binding MOUs. The Pete Golding MOU is binding, the ones for the assistants not. So I think it is still very much up in the air what's going to happen with Kevin Smith. It may well be a case that Kevin Smith is going to coach throughout the playoff there with Ole Miss. And then, as you just heard Pete Golding say, in January when the season's over, then he'll make a decision. But the fact that Pete Golding was non-committal about Kevin Smith staying, again, like, you can read a lot of the tea leaves here. When none of these parties are being committal about what's going to happen, it tells you that the door is very much open for the possibility of a change there, and Kevin Smith may be landing in Baton Rouge. It's something we'll continue to watch here throughout the coming days and weeks, as Ole Miss's season will come to an end at some point, and then we'll have some clarity and finality over Lane Kiffin's staff. All right, it is After Further Review. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Y'all, the warehouse sales going on through tomorrow. Make sure you get by here. Take advantage of incredible deals on bats and gloves and apparel and everything. They even got golf gear here as well. Come hang out here at Marucci's Hitter's House on Segan near Airline. Hour number 2, right around the bend. Terrio's with us. It's AFR.
After Further Review.
Just down the street from where we are is South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highland, or southpointvw.com. If you're here at Marucci's Hitter's House, you go up to Airline, hang a right, a few miles down on the right. That's where you'll see South Point Volkswagen. Y'all, we're nearing the end of the year, and that means the 2025's got to go, because they got to make room for the 2026s coming in, and South Point Volkswagen, awesome. Remember, new and certified pre-owned. With the new Volkswagens, you're talking about all the different makes and models. And if you want to score a great deal on a 2025, now is the time before the end of the year to go make a deal at South Point Volkswagen. The best inventory, the best selection, the best prices, the best people. Airline just north of Highland. And remember, when you buy a Volkswagen, you're getting all the style, feel, performance of luxury that I tell you about all the time, the great German engineering, without the cost, and of course, all the amazing safety features. So test drive a Volkswagen today at South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highland, or southpointvw.com. It's South Point Volkswagen.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raisin Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raisin Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I receive at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Torina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized, it'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
men. Age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. Former Michigan coach Sharon Moore is facing 3 criminal charges after an arraignment earlier today. Moore has been charged with third-degree home invasion as well as breaking and entering and stalking in a domestic relationship. He was fired from his job on Wednesday. Earlier on the Rich Eisen show on ESPN Radio, Rich Eisen gave his thoughts on who should be the new Michigan head coach.
I want the football version of Dusty May. That's what I want. If you can find somebody with a similar background and a similar self-made builder, somebody who comes from a smaller pond.
Also in college football news, Utah coach Kyle Whittingham is stepping down at the end of the season. And according to ESPN's Pete Thamel, Utah plans to make defensive coordinator Morgan Scalley their new head coach. To the NBA, according to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Spurs will get their star back for the weekend. Victor Wembanyama will play in Vegas against Oklahoma City in the semifinals of the NBA Cup. NFL news, Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt had surgery to repair a partially collapsed lung. There's no timetable yet for his recovery. He'll miss Monday's game against Miami.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Cannon, coming up Monday from Week 15 in the NFL to the NBA Cup. I'll recap it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
Boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, gonna fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 2. Off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Juan Cigar Bar, live from Marucci's Hitter's House. Delandra is on site. Muse and Cassie back in studio. Ooh, I don't know if my voice is ready for this one. Hey!
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Keep it going, baby.
It's gone. Terrio, man.
Keep it going.
You have no idea. Terrio. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You at least do it for Drew. You know, he's doing it right now. Yeah, bro.
Where's your voice? What's going on?
Last week, Thursday or Friday, I can't remember what I did. I did some segment where I went off about something, and I just clipped my voice, and it ain't come back. Apparently, whenever
still gone.
I don't know. I don't know why it would have been Notre Dame. This is before the playoff was announced. Delandra's trying to say something. Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, join the party.
What you got, Delandra?
Come on,
Because I was going to say, you know, my office is right next to the studio. I heard you doing it, but I can't remember what. I thought it was because they left them out the playoff. But
no, this would have been last week before we even knew the playoff results.
Okay.
This was last.
I remember this though.
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I even told Muse like It's like, he's like, be careful, you're going to lose your voice. And I'm like, Muse,
Signing day.
No.
Oh.
Muse, do you remember what I was yelling about last week?
I do. Alondra was right at signing day. Cassie was telling me she was filling in, and she remembered as well.
What was I yelling about?
You don't remember we played neck, and then we did all the signing, and you were just the D-line class. You were hype.
It was a good happy. So
You're
it was
like
a good
Lamar
voice.
Brown. Neck.
Oh, the neck. Oh,
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Yes. We played neck. Yeah. This, you know what? This is a good lesson to everybody. People will come up to me often and say, "Hey, you remember that time when you did this?" Or "I love the segment where you did that." Or "Hey, I called your show 15 years ago," or "You replied to my email 17 years ago."
Yeah.
You remember I'm the guy?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
I lost my voice doing a segment. I don't even remember what the segment was. I lost my voice. Anyway, but it was that one. And it ain't come back.
Sounds like a good one, though.
It ain't come back.
You were letting them play neck?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice work. We were playing neck, but we weren't singing it. But I was telling everybody, hey, if you're in traffic, roll down your window and let them hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, so I lost my voice and it ain't come back yet. It's a challenge. See, apparently whenever you lose your voice, you should talk less.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really have that option.
You talk the same. You just talk the same.
I talk a lot.
You do talk a lot.
And when you do a solo radio show, you got to talk.
To yourself.
Yeah. And then multiple podcasts every day and morning scone. And what are you doing?
I'm adjusting this.
Well, you realize when you do that, everybody hears it going.
Well, that's their problem. It's weird on my face, so.
It's not weird. When you do that, like everybody hears that.
Well.
It's good.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I don't know if they can hear me. Hey, can y'all hear me?
We all hear you. It's good.
Okay. All right, good.
How was your night last night?
Wonderful.
What'd you do last night?
We had the Parish Brand Christmas party.
Yeah, we did.
And, man, it was a lot of people. It was good. We did the Santa was there, Mrs. Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Claus was dancing. It was a tad bit provocative there at the end. But she was getting after it. Mr. Claus was Santa was good. We had the
Mr. Claus.
Yeah, I guess that's who he is. We had the hot chocolate bar for the kids. We had a nice little popcorn thing for the kids. It was a kind of a kid focused deal.
Yeah,
so it was cool.
The balloons.
Shout out to Julia and Christina on the decorations.
Awesome job.
I'm sure Monica helped them as well. But the decorations were great. The presents that were decorated, the balloons. I mean, it was.
We walked out, and
good.
I need to tell Christina. We walked out, and Erica goes, they spent a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you know, Erica is the queen of decor. Like, I mean, she ain't ever met a hot glue gun she didn't like.
Right.
Now, Erica, now, by the way, Erica is making a 2-scale gingerbread house for our outside, like that's taller than you and me. Yeah, making it. Every time I go home in the garage and there's like new panels of the gingerbread house being built. Oh. And I'm like, Christmas is in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What are you like? You're gonna be finished. Christmas will be gone.
Yeah, but that's what gets her in the spirit, though. I like that.
Anyway,
maybe we should have employed Erica to help out. But no, the girls did great.
She don't need anything else on her docket. No, she don't.
Shout out to those folks. The picture booth was cool. I told him I wanted to buy a picture booth for the office. Did you see the picture booth and how that thing operated and worked, and you can change the difference? Yeah. I think that might be a cool thing to have at the office.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, man, it was an awesome night. It was very festive, very fun.
Party was great. How was the rest of your week?
Week was good. Pretty good week. Yeah, it's a Christmas shopping week.
Pretty good.
Trying to get some Christmas shopping done.
Oh, really?
So that's a good thing.
Oh, you're ahead of the game if you're already starting to shop.
Yeah. So it's
Would you like a?
I got Jonna done. No, I'm good.
I need that for my throat.
Jonna's complete. From the looks of my American Express, Houston's complete too.
Ooh.
The girls. Georgia sent me a list with links attached.
Love that.
She's probably my smartest. Macy said she wanted. Macy's the easiest. I could buy Macy a bat grip,
And she would be like,
she'd be
Dad,
thank you so
this
much.
is the greatest
I always
ever.
wanted this.
And this is my favorite color, too. Oh, Dad, you're the best.
She's,
Dad.
So she's, I'm not worried about Macy because
Yeah.
she's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So anyway,
Macy got a cat.
Macy bought herself a kitten.
I talked to her about it last night. I was like, Macy, I was like, sweetie, you can't have a cat in the dorm room.
Right. Did she tell you about the sex of the cat?
No.
So she doesn't know if it's a boy or girl. So the cat's name is Biscuits when she thinks it's a boy, and it's Honey Biscuits when she thinks it's a girl.
Got it. Yeah,
which is
we
funny.
didn't go that too deep into the convo.
Yeah. Well, I think that's an issue. Here boy, here girl. Anyway.
That she doesn't.
She needs to know if it's a boy or girl.
Is it also not a problem that your college-age daughter doesn't know how to determine the gender of a cat?
No, I think that's perfect. It's right where we need to be. If there's anything wrong with that.
Noted.
But I do have a letter here.
Okay, would love to hear it.
Yep. So this one is kind of to all the teams that have opted out of the playoff.
Okay, bowls?
Their bowls. Kind of, but kind of not. Just kind of to the whole scenario. But anyway, I've been thinking about this a lot.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so I realize that there's a lot of talking points about this on many different levels, both sides, actually. And I've heard the arguments from both sides ever since this became a thing. And this really started, a few years back with the teams not playing in the bowl games. And I really don't disagree with any of the arguments. But the truth is, if a school chooses not to participate in the Preparation H Sky Rizzy Elite Little Debbie Bowl.
Love it. Are we talking about Cosmic Brownies?
Well, yeah.
Little Debbie
if they don't play in the Cosmic Brownie Bowl, now I do have an opinion there.
Yeah, you better get into that. I mean, that Cosmic Brownie.
Yeah, that's true.
That's A tier.
Yeah. Located in Ames, Iowa on Christmas Eve, then that's their prerogative. Okay? If Notre Dame thinks it's a smart decision for whatever reason to pass on a bowl invite, then I'm fine with that. That's Notre Dame's deal, whatever, no problem. I'm saying this because I could care less about those schools. I mean, I really don't care about Notre Dame or whoever else.
Auburn.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The solution is simple, and everyone knows it. And eventually, I do believe we'll get there with an expanded playoff pool, similar to other sports. But until then, this will continue to happen. With all that being said, if my team, the LSU Tigers, chose not to play, I would be pissed. I'd be pissed because I enjoy watching them play. I spend my time, money, energy on going to the games. I like to buy gear. We donate to the program, and I expect folks making the decisions to either play or not to take that into consideration, my feelings, when they're making these decisions.
Okay.
But here's something that I want you to think about.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
All right. So in 2011, the team that I played for was the St. Louis Cardinals that year. We snuck into the playoffs on the last day.
I remember.
Yeah. There was two very unlikely scenarios that had to unfold in order for us to get to the last spot. We had to sweep a team that was better than us, and a team had to get swept that had no chance of getting swept. Okay. Both of those things happened. So we were in. By no means were we the best team or probably the most deserving, but somehow we got a shot, and we ended up winning the World Series that year.
Yeah.
We were paid athletes. We got bonuses if we advanced from round to round. So not only was the thought of being a world champion an incentive, but there was also a financial incentive to the tune of about $700K in 2011. So I'm assuming that's more than this year now. All right. So there is no scenario where the owners of our teams, or in this case we're talking about in college, the athletic director or president, there is no scenario where those folks would have declined an opportunity to play because of the money associated with playing in the playoffs or the World Series. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. College sports is a professional sport. College football really is a professional sport. At the moment that we're in currently, presently, money's being paid to players, money's being paid to coaches. We'll touch on the coaches' salaries at a later date. But if Notre Dame would be playing in a bowl game at home, think about this. If this game was at home, rather than a neutral site, the decision to skip would be much harder. of course, a chance to make a run of the championship would be the first thing, but the financial implications of not playing that game at a home field, that would skew their decision. In other words, where am I here? In other words, if LSU makes $20 million per home game, you take a percentage of the playoff
they don't make
profit.
that much.
10.
Probably not that much.
Let's say
a little less.
Let's call it 10. If LSU makes $10 million per home game, you take a percentage of that profit and you share it with the players. That's how it works in the playoffs for baseball. Okay? They're not opting out on making that money. Like, you won't see guys opt out at that point. They're going to play in the game because they're going to want to get their playoff share or their bonus. Like, it won't happen. The second players start going, no, we're playing this because I'm getting paid. Like, then you start to put pressure on the folks for not.
But that's the difference. It's not a professional sport because they don't get paid like that.
I would disagree. Okay, so then you'd have to create a union. You'd unionize as players. You'd unionize as coaches. The whole thing would unionize, and now you would have professional sports. I think that's the path we're getting ready on. I think it's food for thought. Anyway, that's what I got. Sincerely, Ryan.
It's After Further Review. We're brought to you by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com, lmfj.com. You can go to Lee Michaels.
And unionize?
No, and get something from Macy.
Well, John, I got some stuff from John from Lee Michaels.
Love that. What'd you get?
She might be listening.
She probably is.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
You should tell her. lmfj.com, lmfj.com. For Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry.
I got her a brooch.
Okay.
I got her a brooch. Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan Clark has a brooch. It says RC on it.
He sure does.
He wears it every.
I didn't get her that.
He wears.
That's tired.
He wears it every day.
I didn't get her a brooch that says JT on it. No offense, RC.
Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right, it's After Further Review. We'll knock out a quick break. We'll do Kick Rocks next. Don't you move. It's AFR.
AFR.
GLO, glowresources.com. They're complete employer solutions. What?
Wait.
What?
My brother Wes knows one of the guys at Glow. He had lunch with him the other day. He talked great about Glow.
Who did he talk to?
I don't know. I got to think about this. He said it was awesome.
Was it Jared?
I don't think so. Anyway, keep going. My bad.
What did he say?
He just said how awesome the dude was and how awesome the place was, and that we needed to call Glow and we needed to start using them. I said, okay.
I mean, so Glow Resources is a top 100 company.
Can I have this?
Yeah, in for the business report this year. Come on, man. I'm doing a live read for Glow, and you're chugging water on a microphone.
They'll never forget it. Sorry, Jared. What is it? Jared?
Jareth.
Sorry, Jareth.
Jareth Knockan, who's awesome, by the way.
That's on me, bro.
GLO, glowresources.com.
Trust isn't given. It's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Indianapolis Colts have praised Phillip Rivers for his command, everything that he's done this week. But Coach Shane Steichen says he will not reveal a starter yet. Rivers is 44 years old.
How old's the coach? Is he older than the coach?
Shane Steichen is. Give me 1 second. I'll find out.
Yeah.
They were together in San Diego. Shane Steichen is 40.
I love this.
Shane Steichen is 40.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers is 44. I would like to say, so we're here at Marucci Hitter's house on just off of Segan. And before we came on air today, I went in the batting cages back here. And I was like, you know what? I can't help myself. Like, I got to pick up a ball. I got to throw a few. I got to take a few hacks. Went in the cage. 15 pitches, hit them all, drove a few, felt pretty good about it.
Okay, all right.
But I also took a ball, stood back by the pitching machine, and just threw toward the plate, and not even opening it up, just trying to groove a few, just trying to get it over the plate.
Yeah, hey, let me just
repetitive motion. Let me get it there. And man, like I walked in here and I told Alondra, I was like, my arm's just dangling, like my arm's dead. Even after trying to warm up a little bit, you know.
Is it going to be sore for a couple days, you think?
No, because I didn't open it up. Like if I had actually tried to really whip it. Now, I did try to throw a curveball as well, which was a mistake, and I only did one. I was like, not doing that again. Yeah. But I should be okay. But all this to say, that very absurdly light, non-intense workout at all, and my arm is hanging off my shoulder. And Phillip Rivers is 44 years old, hasn't played in the NFL in 5 years. He's going to go play in the NFL tomorrow or Sunday.
He's going to throw dimes too. I'm picking him up.
I saw the video of him at practice. He looks good throwing the ball. Yeah. I mean, he's still coaching. I mean, he can still throw the ball. He can sling it.
Still got it. It's a great comeback story.
It's a great illustration of just why professional athletes are professional athletes, why they're just not normal human beings. Like, you don't do that if you're a normal human. I'm a normal human being at 43.
Why did he retire in the first place? Do we remember that? Did he get hurt?
Because he was 40 years old and was just done.
He just didn't want to play anymore.
He was out in San Diego. He went and played a year in Indy. They made the playoffs the year that he was in Indy. He had a good season, kind of bridging after Andrew Luck retired.
Okay.
And so he had a good season there in Indy, and then remember the next year they went to Matt Ryan for a year. They kept trying to bridge with veteran quarterbacks. But anyway, so he retired. He's been out of the game. Dude's got like 10, 11 kids.
I know. That's what I love about him.
I mean, it's incredible.
I heard Hester.
Man.
He's not a quitter.
Well, I was listening to Hester earlier this week, and Hester and Rivers played together in San Diego. And I don't think he was being tongue in cheek about this, but he said I think Phillip's oldest child has children. So Phillip is a grandfather. Is he being serious about that, Alondra? Okay, so yeah.
Wait. Bro's a grandfather?
Yeah, man.
How many grandfathers you think have played in the NFL?
I don't know, man. But Rivers is very, very Catholic. And so he and his wife have, what is it, 10, 11 children, which God bless. I mean, that's if you can afford it and be responsible and amazing parents and populate the world with beautiful, wonderful children that are going to be, productive members of society and God-fearing people that will help others and love and contribute. That's amazing. Congratulations.
He's a pawpaw.
But yeah, that's,
wow, that is something.
I don't know. How about that?
I like that. I really like that.
Let's see. High school sweetheart, Tiffany, they married in 2001.
And just started, bro, right then. At 7:01, just
7 daughters and 3 sons. He became a grandfather in 2024. His oldest son, Gunners, starting quarterback for St. Michael's Catholic in Fairhope, Alabama, where Rivers was the coach.
Wait, his kid in high school had a kid?
No. His oldest had a kid.
Oh.
But his oldest son, Gunner, who's a recruitable athlete. Gunner Rivers is he's a recruitable quarterback. He's a recruit.
With a name like Gunner, you better be.
Gunner Rivers. I love that.
Yeah. Man, good for him, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, most pawpaws are going to dinner at Piccadilly at 5:15, and then they're watching bull riding until the sun goes down.
Bro, Gunner Rivers for the class of 2027 is the number 41 overall prospect in the country in the composite.
Oh, he's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy.
Man.
I know.
Yeah, what's your grandpa doing? Oh, he's going.
My grandfather's 93 and he's probably drinking an old fashioned right now, which makes him a total G. I love him so much.
Yeah, your grandfather's great.
Gramps is so good.
But Pawpaw Rivers is going to play a football game on Sunday.
Yeah, I know. But my Gramps is also 50 years older than Phillip Rivers. We're brought to you by First South Farm Credit. Maybe Pawpaw Rivers needs to go to First South Farm Credit and buy a giant piece of land to build enough houses for his entire family.
I mean, he strikes me as the guy that they're all going to live in the same house. So maybe the land in just one house and they all just live
or multiple houses. Like every kid
like
has a house on the land.
So I want to do that.
Yeah, like 11 different his main home and then like 11 different homes for the children.
That's the thing
and
I
then
want to
their
do.
families. That'd be amazing.
I want to do that. They don't have to live there. We can just call First South. They can find the dirt.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Can I have a house on your land compound?
Sure.
That'd be great. Drew would love that. He would just come stay at your house all the time. He just come like roll up in there. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. And
they just walk right back. And they walk back and say, hi, Ryan, and then walk right back.
He made my night last night.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do that. Yep. FirstSouthLand.com. FirstSouthLand.com. And if you don't call First South Farm Credit, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
You've got 365 days in a year, and you can plan road work accordingly in those 365 days. And whoever in Baton Rouge chooses to plan road work around Christmas can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Coming home from the Christmas party last night, the interstate, we got a lane shut down.
But you were exiting Highland like I was as well, and so it didn't really bother you by the time you exited. But wouldn't you rather them be doing road work at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night than noon?
I sure would.
So I'm not going to crush them.
I sure would.
You need to do the road work. I'd rather you do it at night. So thank you. Ignore him. No. I commend you for doing road work at night. It's the right decision.
Let's play. You can do it at night.
How about this? You kick rocks.
But let's plan that a little bit better.
No. What do you mean plan it better?
They've got a year to plan the road work. Do you honestly think somebody called them last month and said, hey, let's go do some road work over here? No. I'm going to tell you what happened. This is 8, 12, 24 months in the planning stages. I promise you. Anyway, they can kick rocks.
This feels very forced and very contrived.
The DJ at our Christmas party last night can kick rocks.
Oh, wow.
Although he was very nice.
Why?
And he did a okay job. This is why. Because you walked in.
Yep.
Everybody knows that if if he would have played Get It Ready at any moment that you were there,
that's true.
You would have gone out and danced and done the whole thing, and I could have videoed it.
It'd been cardio.
And you would have done that.
8 minutes of cardio. Done.
And he didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
And so for that, he can kick rocks.
Did you tell him?
Get on down the road and
He
kick
should know.
rocks.
Everybody knows.
I don't think so.
And when I thought about it, y'all were leaving, and I didn't want to do that.
When we walked in, they were playing The Way You Make Me Feel. And MJ, old MJ, will get me going like that, too.
So you got you just felt a certain type of way, but you hadn't been there long enough to really get after it.
I was moving a little bit.
Yeah.
I was moving a little bit. Yeah.
And then, we do have a new development, though. At the St. Patty's Day Parade, I'm going to DJ. I took that slot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nobody needs a DJ. You just put a playlist on. You just plug in a playlist.
So I don't DJ?
No.
Okay.
Parrish is going to have a float in the St. Patty's Day Parade. That's confirmed. It's paid for. We're in.
We're in.
Float. We're slinging hats.
Float confirmed today.
Yep.
Okay, so, and then last one that I have here, Kurt and the boys over here at Marucci and Kick Rocks.
Kick Rocks.
I walk in, I see all these beautiful bats.
Yep.
Custom bats. We got small sliders up there. We got Chick-fil-A. We got
Canes.
I even see an ESPN radio bat up there. Looks like at the top. Is that it? Is that your bat?
ESPN. No, that's just ESPN.
That's just ESPN. That might be SVP's bat.
That's just ESPN. But last time I was here, they did have a custom AFR bat for me.
Yeah, and I think that's great, but they don't have a Parrish bat.
That's true.
And that angers me a little bit. So those boys in the back can kick rocks.
Chuck Bro, get on it.
Till we get one.
Tell Chuck Bro to kick.
You're on my list, Chuck. Kick rocks.
Come on, Chuck Bro, get on it.
Get on down the
Better than
road
that,
and
Chuck.
kick rocks.
Is he?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think he is, actually.
Anyway, that's it. That's all we got.
By the way, shout out to Dan Bornay, the former voice of Tiger Stadium, longtime voice of Tiger Stadium, who texted a bit ago and said Brett Favre was the other grandfather who played in the NFL.
Oh,
and by the way, not that I doubted him, but I did confirm that Brett Favre, while playing, his daughter Brittany Favre gave birth to his first grandchild. So that is the first time that the NFL knows of that an active player was a grandfather at the time playing in the NFL, was Brett Favre and now Philip Rivers, if he's actually active on Sunday. How about that?
I love that. I really do.
I love it so much. You know what else I love? Relief windows.
A lot of people love relief windows.
Yeah.
Especially on a day like today when it's like rainy and kind of cool and you need to make sure the interior of your building or home stays a certain temperature. You better have some good windows.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of companies that can say they give a warranty, lifetime, this or that. But you know what's tricky about that?
What?
What if a company's been around for like 2 years?
Yeah, they might go out of business. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lifetime warranty. Oh, okay, really? What if you're not in business in a year or 2 years?
Right.
Got it. With relief windows, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, you can go get estimates if you want. I tell you all the time, they're never going to be the cheapest. If you're just shopping like to go find who's going to sell me windows at the cheapest price, that'll never be relief windows. But if you want the best product, the best service, actual service after the sale, a true lifetime transferable warranty, as the Terrios can attest, you want relief windows.
We put that warranty piece to the test. They came out, they changed the windows that my kids broke, throwing remote controls. George actually threw a penny. I don't know how that happened. She threw a penny and it shattered one. But the cool thing was, because I knew they were going to come change it, because I just knew they would. Yeah. I never knew they were there.
They're great.
Cleaned up after themselves. I mean, it was perfect.
Look at these sluggers coming through.
Oh, yeah. He's got a bag of Cheez-Its. You know he's about to rake.
So good. He's going to rake.
Yep.
All right, it's after further review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're here at Marucci Sitter's house. We're going to knock out a quick break here. When we come back, we will get to Ask Ryan, by the way, in about 15 minutes. You get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Got to update the Bryce Underwood situation. You think Bryce Underwood's coming back to LSU? Don't give the answer.
Oh.
We'll give the answer after the break on AFR.
Sorry.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. A day ago, Delandra and I were hanging out over at Gordon's office for the bicycle giveaway in Baton Rouge. Today, Gordon, his marketing team, they all packed up, loaded up a big old truck with hundreds of bikes, headed on down to NOLA to their New Orleans office and gave away bicycles today in New Orleans. Doing it all over the state of Louisiana. 600 bicycles to less fortunate children across the state to make their Christmas a little brighter, which is an awesome thing to do. And it was really cool to be there yesterday to see that. A lot of members of the G team were there. Some LSU football players. So Trades was there. DJ Pickett, Damian Ramos was there as well. Awesome day, man. Awesome people. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Tell you every day to get Gordon and get it done. You go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. You've been injured in an accident. Get Gordon and get it done.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders Pool.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slaw, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I received at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
How did he just look?
Yeah. I mean, he was limited the last 2 days, and so he's been able to get some work in there, and we'll see how the rest of the week progresses.
That is Kellen Moore. He was asked about Justin Reed's status for the game. Injury report is out. Alvin Kamara, Asim Richards, they're out for the game Sunday against Carolina Panthers. Justin Reed is questionable for New Orleans. They try to do something on Sunday they've not done all year, which is win consecutive games. Saints are 3-10. You did pick the Saints to win last week.
I got a good feeling about New Orleans.
I did not pick the Saints to win. I've picked the Saints to win one time this year. It was the game against the Giants. They won. I picked them to lose every other week. And I've been right more than I've been wrong. But it is encouraging watching Tyler Shuck. The rest of the injury report, just real quickly, by the way, Everyone else was a full participant. Taliesin Fuaga was full. Devin Neal was full. Chris Rump was full. And Devon Gottschall, who had a veteran day of rest, was also full. No injury. Well, there were 5 injury designations for Carolina, but they're all full. So both teams relatively healthy. Carolina coming off a late season bye. But Saints-Panthers are, look, Tampa lost last night to Atlanta. So Carolina has a half-game lead in the NFC South. So, my goodness, they could take a full game lead on Tampa if Carolina wins in New Orleans on Sunday. But the Saints, meanwhile, have already beaten Carolina once this year in Charlotte, Tyler Shuck's first win, and now have the opportunity to beat them twice. Beat them Sunday in the Dome.
The Saints own Carolina.
That's not a thing that's real.
Yeah,
nope.
It is.
That's not a thing.
It kind of makes me wonder if old Tyler would have been playing earlier, what position that the Saints would be in. I mean, you're going to take a few weeks to get your feet underneath you and, whatever that looks like. But he's plays off schedule pretty good. The guy's athletic, obviously makes some good decisions. I think he's playing well.
I mean, the Saints got absolutely dumb trucked in their early season road games. I don't think Tyler Shuck makes a lick of difference in any of those games.
I don't know, man.
No, they were not going to make Seattle. You lost 44-13. Buffalo, you lost 31-19. You lost by double digits at the Bears. You lost 34-10 at the Rams. Shuck did start that game, by the way, against the Rams. That was his first start. You lost by 24. So let's get real. If you want to look at some of the games that were close, Cardinals, Niners, the home game against New England, we could have a conversation about some of those. But the Cardinals and the Niners, the first 2 weeks, you had opportunities. Blake Grupe missing kicks, Juwan Johnson dropping what would have been a game-tying, potential game-winning touchdown week 1 against Cardinals. He had some opportunities early. I don't know how much Tyler Shuck, if he's playing, it's impossible to know. If he's starting week 1 of his rookie season, I mean, maybe he needs some time to get going, to get comfortable. But I don't think the record's any different. Maybe a game.
Do they take a quarterback this year? Is he maybe the guy?
Well, I think it depends on what happens over the next 4 weeks. Yeah. I mean, you look at the final.
From what you've seen, though, like just in his progression, he's obviously gotten better.
Say no.
Yeah.
I would say no. I mean, it's the things you just talked about. I mean, here's the hard thing to judge with New Orleans and with Tyler Shuck is they are not a good team. This is not a talented roster. They do not have elite starting caliber NFL players. They have guys that would be nice depth pieces. Kool-Aid McKinstry as a depth piece at corner would be great. You're asking him to be your number 1. He's not a number 1. And you can go every position on the roster and do the same thing. I think Jonas Sanker, he's not an all-pro safety. He can play in the NFL. He's not going to be a Pro Bowler or a top half of the NFL starter, at least not yet in his career. Devin Neal at running back with Kamara out, same thing. You're talking about guys that I think have a place in the NFL, but but you're asking all these guys to be starters. Well, it's why you're 3-10. Your roster's not any good. So it's hard to judge Tyler Shuck when you're not having a lot of team success, but the reason you're not having team success is your team stinks.
Right.
So how do you determine? It's like in baseball, it's easier because I can look at Mike Trout playing on teams that never go to the playoffs, but I can see that dude, every time he's at the plate, he delivers. I can watch him make individual plays. In the NFL, like you've got to have, especially when you're the quarterback, like you have to have linemen blocking for you. You have to have receivers that can get open that will catch the ball. I mean, all that stuff matters. So how do you judge Tyler Shuck when the team around him stinks is challenging. But I think you see enough where you go, okay, I like that. Now let's see what that looks like if you put good pieces around him and build. Eventually, you're going to have to commit to somebody to build around. And I think that for the first time in 4 years since Drew Brees is retired, they probably have the guy that they can commit to building around.
I like to hear that.
But maybe over the next 4 weeks he stinks.
Yeah. Well, and they haven't been great at drafting either, so there's
the point.
that.
They did draft Tyler Shuck, so if he ends up being their long-term option and starter, then, that does erase that. But if you're drafting in the top 10, conceivably, you shouldn't miss. I mean, listen, you can miss on a quarterback in the top 10. You can misevaluate someone, could just not be great. But If you're drafting a receiver, if you're drafting Derek Stingley or Jamar Chase, you're drafting someone like that in the top 10, you shouldn't miss.
Right.
I mean, there's a reason they are where they are. They're going to be a starting caliber player in the NFL. So hopefully if the next 4 weeks allows them to go into this offseason thinking, all right, we feel good about Shuck. We got money to spend in free agency, got a top 10 pick. Let's go spend that to build around this guy and see how much better your roster can be. Like, let's create an actual starting caliber offensive, a young veteran starting caliber offensive lineman. Let's go draft a receiver top 10 overall and get one of the best receivers in the draft. Put a true playmaker on offense. Like, that could be exciting.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then you can wear your Man of God headband. You're still wearing that, though. No, you're not wearing it.
I don't think I've maybe worn it once this year.
That could be the problem.
I don't think that's the problem. Demario Davis has 118 tackles in the season already. He's doing just fine. That's a pawpaw there, too, who just ain't slowing down.
He knows how to tackle good.
He's incredible. Drink Evamore, EVAMOR, Evamore.com, Evamore.com. We're going to get to Ask Ryan here in just a second. You can get your questions in for Terrio. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. But make sure you go to your favorite local retailer, grab some Evamore. If they don't have it, demand to speak to the manager and curse them out.
That's right. That's exactly what you should do.
I don't endorse that. And Evamore doesn't endorse that either. EVAMOR, Evamore.com, Evamore.com. Drink Evamore. Natural artesian water, healthier alternative. Do a side-by-side taste test with whatever crappy bottled water you usually drink. And then drink Evamore and experience the difference.
It really does taste different.
It is. It's better.
It tastes better. Drink
Evermore. Okay, we'll knock out our final break here of hour number 2. We'll come back. We'll do Ask Ryan. You can email us, tweet us, or text your questions. And then we have a busy third hour ahead. Do you want to talk about the future of the LSU running back position? As Pete Golding did talk about his running backs coach, what that means for LSU, for Frank Wilson. Also with potential of Keywan Lacey and Kaleb Jackson going to the portal today. So we still have a lot to get to. And glad you're with us here. Ask Ryan is next on AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Duplessis Builders, duplessisbuilders.net. It's not too late. If you're interested in doing the greatest gift give ever at Christmas, go Griswold on it, put in a pool. Now, they're not going to be able to dig before Christmas at Duplessis, but you can go to the website, duplessisbuilders.net, duplessisbuilders.net, and right there on the homepage, there's a Pick Your Pool tab. And look, you want a beautiful custom resort style pool, they can do everything. Pool, outdoor, kitchen, all of it. But they also have a Pick Your Pool tab where they have 11 different pool designs already laid out. And on the website, you click which design you like, you pick out your finishes, and then boom, you can even pay for it, put your deposit right there on the website and be on the list now, in 5 minutes. DuplessisBuilders.net. Check them out online. Voted a top 50 pool company in America by Pool and Spa Magazine. It's DuplessisBuilders.net.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
It's time for Christmas on the River, Cajun style. Join us for the 35th Annual Festival of the Bonfires, December 13th through 15th at Lutcher Park in St. James Parish. Enjoy great food, live music, local crafts, Santa's Very Merry Forest, and carnival rides. Plus, we'll light a new bonfire on Friday and Saturday in preparation for the arrival of Papa Noel. The 2024 Festival of the Bonfires is sponsored by First American Bank and Trust. Log on to festivalofthebonfires.org for more information.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Things back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Anthony Parker sent a text, and Matt, your voice has been shot since Saban retired. It's like an old vet blowing his Achilles, not being able to dunk anymore. That ain't bad. And, you know, he's not wrong. Like, my voice, like, I think about this too. This is a weird analogy, but some people get it. So, I mean, I really do use my voice a lot. I mean, I do a solo show every day for 3 hours. It's a lot. And then on top of it, I do Locked on LSU twice a day, and I do Morning Scout. I talk a lot. There's meetings, and you talk on the phone, whatever. But I think about, like, Taylor Swift doing the Eras Tour and singing for 3 hours every night and doing that, like, 200 nights a year. I'm like, I don't know how she did that. Like, I don't know how you put your voice through that and maintain it. Like, it's like a legitimate thing where you would have to, in the same way that, like, Paul Skeens would have to go through legitimate arm care to get his arm ready to pitch. Like, if to do that, like she did, like, you would have to have true, like, vocal care to make sure that your vocal cords are good. You can put your vocal cords through that amount of stress.
I'm just gonna ask, like, what do you think vocal care
I'm sure
consists of?
I'm sure rest. And then, like, there's probably things that you could take to, like, soothe your vocal cords. Or
you should know that, though.
I probably need to.
Yeah, you look into that.
I need to.
What would that doctor be? Is that an ENT?
Yeah, your nurse throat and ENT. Have to be.
Yeah, you need to look into that, bro. You sound horrible.
Ask Ryan, regardless of opinion on the Yankees, what do they need to do this offseason? Seems like they've been all talk, not making moves.
I have no idea. I mean, look, I really don't like the Yankees that much. I don't dislike the Yankees, but I wouldn't say they're my team. And, you know, although I played baseball, I don't follow any of the off-season stuff for anybody, truthfully. I mean, LSU I do, but.
Ask Ryan, if DeBoer goes to Michigan, Bama starts courting Kiffin, what is the appropriate retaliation? Hire Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Brock, ask Ryan, what's your early record prediction for year one under Lane Kiffin?
You know, I looked at the schedule yesterday. I think they're gonna go 10-2 probably. Realistically, I mean, whenever we do this whole bit, right before the season starts, I'm gonna say they're gonna go undefeated.
That's why I laughed.
But I think 10-2 is pretty realistic.
By the way, shout out to Matthew Johnson, who just texted me. He said about to throw them Paris burgers on the grill. You got the Paris seasoning.
Dude, that seasoning's good.
Look at that.
It is good seasoning. Hi, boy.
That a bit.
Get it in.
Do you think LSU's men's basketball team makes the NCAA tournament this year after the poor showing against Texas Tech? That's from Wyatt.
I got to see them play a couple more good teams because you're allowed to not shoot well at somebody else's place that's pretty good. Basketball, I mean, that's one of those things.
It was neutral site.
Oh, man. Well, I need to see him play some good teams, a couple more good teams.
You're only going to get one more opportunity tomorrow before conference play.
Well, a conference play, and that's fine. I mean, we'll see in conference play. I need to see him play a couple more good teams.
Wayne asked Ryan, hoghead cheese or boudin?
Boudin, for sure.
Thomas asked Ryan, which game do you plan to attend in 2026, if any?
We talking about LSU football?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, as many of the home games as I can, for sure.
We're brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service.
Shawbills.
You're not going to yell? You don't want your voice to be going on my mind?
You're not yelling. I'm not going to yell. Shawbills. We keep you rolling.
If you're heading over the hills through the woods this Christmas season.
Nice.
Before you do, make sure you get your vehicle tip-top shape over at Shawbills Tire and Auto Service. Change your oil, rotate your tires. They'll get you new tires if you need them. Name brand tires at wholesale prices. ShawBillsTire.com. ShawBillsTire.com since 1968.
Wow.
Shawbills.
It's a lot of tires.
We keep you rolling. Can't yell.
Good for those guys.
Scott asked Ryan, what's more exciting as a spectator, soccer, a women's soccer match, or a cross-country meet?
Oh, man. Women's soccer match, probably.
Ray asked Ryan, what is Ben McDonald doing to raise these monster bucks in his videos?
I mean, have you seen his food plots?
Nope.
So that's what he's doing. He's got the best food plots on the planet.
Hour number 3 from Marucci's Hitter's House coming up right after Sports Center.
AFR.
We're brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020, 924-2020. You want to see 2020 like I can, so I can go hit them cages.
You rake.
I could see the baseball better than I ever have. Actually, it's just not true. I mean, I did wear glasses. That's true. I did wear glasses. Well, now that I think when I got
Did you do the rec specs? Chris Sabos?
You know, there was a little while there where I did.
I love that.
When I pitched and I wore. No, not rec specs. I had like my prescription glasses.
Oh, you were old school.
Kyle Peterson.
Yeah, you just said, no, I'm wearing my glasses.
Straight up wore my glasses. And then until I got contacts.
They didn't come off when you.
No.
Wow.
Maybe I think I had like the type band on the back to keep them on your face. Yeah. But you know, it was a long period of time before I wore my glasses out there. Wouldn't be a problem if I just said call Dr. Blake Williamson years ago. Get LASIK. 924-2020. 924-2020. Want to see 2020? Call 924-2020 or WilliamsonEye.com.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builder School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raisin Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raisin Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Looking for cleaner energy? propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. Former Michigan coach Sharon Moore is facing 3 criminal charges after an arraignment earlier today. Moore is charged with third-degree home invasion as well as breaking and entering and stalking in a domestic relationship. Other college football news, Utah coach Kyle Whittingham is stepping down after his team's bowl game on New Year's Eve. According to ESPN's Pete Thamel, Utah plans to make defensive coordinator Morgan Scalley its new head coach. Also, according to ESPN's Pete Thamel, Washington State has targeted Missouri offensive coordinator Kirby Moore to be its next head coach. NFL news, Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt had surgery to repair a partially collapsed lung. He will not play in Monday night's game against the Dolphins. The Colts may have Phillip Rivers under center on Sunday. ESPN's Bart Scott talked about what it was like playing against Rivers.
He was the biggest trash talk ever, man. He's one of my favorites. Out of the 3 kings that came out of that draft, I think he's the one that often gets forgotten because he's the only one without a title.
No decision yet has been made on who will start at quarterback for Indianapolis. Cowboys cornerback Trayvon Diggs says he expects to play against the Vikings Sunday night after being out for 2 months with injuries.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock! You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Guess who's back again? I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio.
Let me find out your way, spank the hide your gut.
3 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Scones here with Terrio, Alondra, Moose, Cassie back in studio. We are glad to have you hanging out with us as we send you off 1 more hour into your weekend. Thrilled to be here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Second time here. Great spot. You were messing around with those torpedo bats in the break, which is really cool. They got the batting cages back there, and the warehouse sale goes through tomorrow. So if you're buying for the baseball or softball player on your list, you've got to get here.
Yes.
40, 50% discounts on things at the warehouse sale here at Marucci's Hitter's House through tomorrow. So get here. Marucci, Victus, incredible. What's the thing that said lizard skin?
Yeah, lizard skin right there, the bat wraps.
Yeah.
They have all kind of cool designs and stuff. You put them on the grip for your bat.
This place is so cool.
It is.
I wish this place existed whenever I was playing baseball. Skip Bertman's Grand Slam was great, but this is way better.
It really, I mean, listen, this is throwing no shade to Skip Bertman's Grand Slam.
It's great for what it was at the time. It was what it was.
When they had the little putt-putt thing upstairs, and you had the card shop in there.
Love the card shop. God, I love the card shop.
Your pro shop, but this is a different level.
Yeah. My brother had a birthday party. Who didn't? But
At Skip Bertman's?
Yeah.
Really?
So in the upstairs, we had like the picnic benches where you could eat, and they had the putt-putt thing. Shout out to Chad Rounds. I don't know if he's listening, but Chad Rounds, someone was swinging a bat, and Chad was just standing there and wasn't paying attention. Whoever was swinging on the backswing hit Chad in the mouth. Had to have like major dental surgery.
In the mouth.
In the mouth. Metal bat in the mouth.
Dan
at
Guillory.
At my brother's birthday party.
Shout out to Dan Guillory.
Are you trying to one-up my story?
And Patrick Coogan.
I'm sorry, you being a story one-upper?
They were hitting basketballs with baseball bats in the back. They're all 5 years older than me. I wanted to play. They said, okay. I hit the basketball with the baseball bat, and I'm a little guy, and it came back.
Yeah,
22 stitches later.
Oh, man.
Knocked me out. Yeah. At Skip Bertman's ground. And I didn't sue. I mean, I probably should have, I probably should have sued him.
Yeah, the reverb on that bat was just going to boom right back.
Out cold. Blood everywhere.
Love that.
Bath.
So good.
Not good.
And thanks for one-upping my story.
Thanks, Guillory.
Jerk.
Appreciate it.
I never took you for a story one-upper. What are you eating?
This is
shout out your guy, whoever that is that brought you this.
Jeremiah's Italian Ice. If you haven't been to Jeremiah's Italian Ice, you need to go to Jeremiah's.
Was that Jeremiah who? So a man walked in about 20 minutes ago with a plastic grocery bag of. Alondra's got one. You've got this.
I don't know what it is that I'm eating, but this is like a. There's graham cracker in here. Yeah. There's strawberry.
I have no idea where they are. Where is? Do we know?
I think it's down Airline.
Well, Airline runs all the way to New Orleans,
in
friend.
Prairieville.
That's not okay. That's not. You're not narrowing the scope here of where Jeremiah's may be.
It's down Airline in Prairieville.
Down Airline. You know what
Google
I mean?
Jeremiah's, but don't go to the one by LSU. Go to the other one. The one by down Airline by Prairieville. And this is amazing. This is like a strawberry shortcake.
Looks great.
But the shortcake has been replaced by graham cracker, crumbs.
Looks great.
You want a bite?
No, I don't. I'm good.
It's good.
I'm good. Thank you. I'm sure it's delicious, but I'm going to pass.
So good.
All right, hour 3 is here. There's we talked about this a week ago a little bit because one of the ongoing storylines of this offseason, really probably in the next month or so, at least maybe a little less than a month until Ole Miss's season comes to an end, is what's going to happen with Lane Kiffin's staff and the running backs coach in particular. Of course, we know Frank Wilson has been on staff at LSU. It's his second stint here. He's beloved, great recruiter, New Orleans ties, all the stuff we've said. Kevin Smith is the Ole Miss running backs coach who has been with Lane Kiffin for 9 years. He stayed in Oxford for this playoff run. We learned on Thursday that he and a handful of other assistants have signed MOUs. As I was told today, the Pete Golding MOU is a binding MOU, but the assistants are not. So while Kevin Smith may have an MOU, which is a memorandum of understanding, it's a term sheet, to stay at Ole Miss, as I understand it, is not binding. By the way, this was Pete Golding on Thursday during his press conference, was asked about the Kevin Smith situation. This is what he said.
Well, the new coaches in the league, and it's not just going to be head coaches, coordinators as well. Right. We don't know what these teams are going to look like from a personnel standpoint with where the transfer portal is now. Your quarterback could up and leave tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, and now you're trying to bring in a new system with all new players. Who can get comfortable the earliest, I think, gives you a massive advantage. And now what we're going to get, much better earlier slate, fellas, than we've had. Maybe.
Yeah, Kevin's coaching his ass off right now and getting us prepared for the games. Kevin's very mature about the situation from the very beginning, from that Sunday. Like, hey, I'm here, I'm all in, and I'm going to figure this out in January when everybody else does. And it's going to cost them, whoever that is. So he's playing how he should be. He's all in, he's focused. Like every coach is going to evaluate, their position where they're at and what's best for them and their family, and do they have better opportunities based on being a coordinator or what level they want to go to. So I have no concerns on where Kevin's mind is when he's here and what he's doing, and we'll figure that out in January.
That seems very non-committal. What's your take on that?
Yeah, same. I mean, I actually think he handled it great. He's from Louisiana.
Pete Golding's from Hammond.
Yeah, I like the way that guy talks. I do like that.
Okay, let's focus.
Yeah, my bad. That's on me, dog.
Yeah.
I thought he handled the question really well. To me, it sounds like he's going. Like he's probably told him, I'm probably not going to be here. The interesting piece was they're going to have to – what was it that they're going to have to pay or pay up or whatever whenever that time comes. That was an interesting statement. It kind of makes me feel like he knows that he's not going to be there. But if Frank Wilson is not here and this new coaching staff chooses to go in a different direction, I think that's a giant mistake, personally. So, for what it's worth.
The one thing that could maybe sway that opinion is what happens with Kewan Lacey. So, Kewan Lacey is the Ole Miss running back, and you know, the more that I talk to folks over there at Ole Miss, Kewan Lacey is really attached to Kevin Smith. So if Kevin Smith ends up in Baton Rouge at LSU, it would stand to reason that Kewan Lacey probably goes in the portal and follows him here, considering his head coach is already here, his offensive coordinator is here, and then if his position coach is there as well. And Lacey, this year, 258 carries, 1,280 yards, 20 rushing touchdowns, average 5 yards a carry. I mean, he's fantastic. He's, you know, arguably the best running back in the SEC. Played in Missouri a year ago, went to Ole Miss this year, had a breakout season, and, you know, could very well be an LSU running back next year. And I know there's these, listen, there's Twitter conversation about tampering, and nothing is confirmed or verified, and it's just not worth talking about Twitter rumors unless and until anything comes of it. But the portal is going to open on January the 2nd, and, you know, even whenever all the Lane Kiffin conversation was happening, there were 3 players that I was told from the Ole Miss side that were very loyal to Kiffin and his staff, and it was Trinidad Chambliss, Kewan Lacey, and then Watkins, the freshman receiver. So those 3 I would be really interested to see about their possibility of ending up. Can you stop eating that during the set? Like, can you please just...
Can you hear it? Or I'm distracting you. It's on me.
You're eating a parfait. We're doing our Italian ice. Like,
it's so good, though.
I'm trying to have a conversation. This is going to go up on YouTube later, like as a standalone segment, and people are going to like, you're going to be eating ice cream.
Oh, it's so good, though. That's not my fault.
That is your fault.
It's Dwayne's fault for bringing it.
Whatever.
It's Jeremiah's Italian ice's fault.
Who cares?
It's so good. Can I tell you what I think about the Kewan Lacey situation?
Whatever. Tell me what you think.
Let me tell you what I think.
I would love to hear it.
I think that's a short-sighted mindset. That's what I think.
What is? What's the short-sighted mindset?
If the running backs coach comes, that's awesome because we get the running back from Ole Miss. I think.
What's wrong with that?
I think losing Frank Wilson and the ability to recruit New Orleans is far more impactful than getting a running back that's one play away from twisting a knee or breaking an ankle and not being on your team.
Can I make an argument, though, that if the approach that Lane Kiffin is going to take year after year is to go into the transfer portal and build his roster through the portal every year, that it's less significant to get high school players out of New Orleans?
I don't disagree with that. I think that's a fair point. I just don't think that's a. I think the winning scenario is going in the portal and getting the best available players in positions of need. But I also think that he came here because of the amount of talent that's around this stadium, 100-mile radius. Like, you got some great.
Oh, I don't think
players.
I think that's part of it. I don't think that's all of it.
No, I think it's all of it.
I think
it's part of it.
A huge part of it is what we discussed last week, earlier today when Clay Harris was here. It's LSU's NIL strategy that is going to allow, in a new era of NIL where you have to have true third-party NIL, where LSU a year ago front-loaded contracts so they have their rev share still available and they can perpetually front-load, and LSU has executed true third-party NIL deals that have been cleared through the clearinghouse, where a lot of schools are struggling with that. I think that was the appeal for Lane Kiffin to go, okay, if I want to go be portal king, where's the place I can do it? Well, I can do it at LSU.
No,
and you have Louisiana and all this stuff.
Right. Even whether from New Orleans or from Los Angeles, California, yeah, you're still going to have to come up with the money that you're talking about. I agree with that. But I would also argue that the kid from 30 miles away that's been wearing an LSU shirt his whole life is the kid you want on campus, if you can get him.
Yeah, so, if there's the ones you want, absolutely.
Yeah. I think those are pretty good. I think history shows that we got some pretty good players around here.
I'm not disagreeing, and I would love for Frank Wilson to be on staff. I've said that. I'm on the record. I don't care about Kevin Smith. I don't know him. I know Frank Wilson. I know what he means to the program, the city, the state. I'm agreeing with you. What I'm telling you is, if Lane Kiffin decides to bring Kevin Smith, and that means Kejuan Lacey comes as well, that's a hell of a consolation prize because you're getting the best running back in the SEC.
I agree.
And you have a running back room that has potentially Harlem Berry, Kejuan Lacey, Caden Durham. Okay, I'll take that. Yep. And then in 2027, you figure it out. In 2028, you figure it out because that's just the way that rosters are going to be built now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go to break so you can eat the rest of your parfait.
Hurry up. It's getting warm. It's melting.
AFR live from Marucci's Hitter's House. Warehouse sale is going down. You can take tours too back there. Did you know that?
Really?
You can take tours of the whole thing.
Like where they make the bats?
Where they make the bats.
Wow.
Yeah. You have family coming in. Take them on a tour of Marucci over here. Come buy some stuff. Warehouse sale. Come here to Marucci's Hitter's House right here on Segan, your airline.
They got the torpedo bat, which I like a lot.
Go get one.
I'm going to get one.
Well, I'm not buying it. Go get it and bring it over here for right now.
Oh. Okay.
It's AFR. Eat your parfait. AFR.
After further review.
Brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time.
Or you don't pay a dime.
752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. Spell it out, O-N-E, 1hourbr.com. So right now, you can save $30 on your heater safety check or on any heater repair. So mention the show. They'll knock $30 off the price. It's River City's 1 Hour Air. Give them a call. If you call right now, you do it on your phone right now if you want, 752-0001. I promise when you call right now, a living, breathing, actual human being will answer the phone right now. Not a call center, not AI, not a computer, not someone in Indonesia. Someone right here will answer the phone. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I received at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
This is for the bourbons and the Cadillacs with the 10s and the 12s open in the back.
What do you think, bud? Huh? What do you think?
We got a guest here to get a hat.
Hey,
which one do you want? The gray one, the black one, the brown one? Which one do you think? Which one's the best one? You should go with that one if that's the one that your heart's feeling.
I'd go with
I love that.
Yeah, I'd go with that one.
All right. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House on Siega near Airline, and glad to have you hanging out with us here, Mr. The Rides Handler. You just picked up a torpedo bat. Give me your breakdown of this
I love
thing.
This
Are these things like so? Of course, Marucci, the official bat of Major League Baseball. Marucci's. We know the story being here, but you know, of course, the whole thing that Jack started the company in the shed in his backyard, and it's become the official bat of Major League Baseball, which is amazing. But this Marucci campus here, I don't know that everyone knows is here, and you really should come check it out if you haven't. The Hitter's House, where we are in the front, which faces Siegen, is awesome. The retail shop here in the front, where they got bats and gloves and all the accessories and Marucci gear. They got LSU Marucci gear as well. The Lizards, they have golf gear over there as well. As Marucci dabbles in golf, baseball, softball. They got it all. They got the cages. You can do memberships where they got the pitching mounds and the bullpens and the batting cages. And then as you go farther down, they got the corporate offices, and then they got the warehouse where they make the bats and where Chuck actually paints the custom painted bats, like for Players Weekend and things like that. Like those are made here. Chuck hand paints those here. They go to the big leaguers. Incredible. So what a really cool thing to see, man. Maybe get some time off during the holidays. Come do the tour. You do the tour here of the Marucci facility. You really should if you get a shot. So, Eric, give me your thoughts on this torpedo bat.
So, I mean, this was kind of like the big talk last year at the beginning of the season. You had multiple guys using this bat. Generally, you know, as the barrel extends out to the end of the bat, the barrel gets bigger, and then you get right at the end where the cup is, and that's kind of the biggest part of the barrel. But what they've taken, looks like to me, is the fat part of the barrel and just pulled it down a little bit closer to the label. Like when I was learning how to hit, my dad always told me to stay inside the baseball, hit the ball up the middle, shoot it the other way, and it would keep your hands close to your body. So most of my misses, when I got with the wooden bat and I would break bats, were like right here where the M would be. So like closer to your hands. If you don't hit it on the barrel with a wooden bat, you know, you're risking a chance of breaking it. But my misses were closer to my hands. And so I wasn't a guy that hit it off the end very much. But so this makes a lot of sense for me, man. I think I would be, I think
You'd be a torpedo bat guy?
Yeah, I think I'd have made a lot of money with this bat. That's what I think.
I think we should go in the cage.
I'd like to go in the cage, but I'm also.
I want to video you in the cage with a torpedo bat.
I'm contemplating a comeback with this thing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Going Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, but I'm not a pawpaw. Not yet. Pawpaw cricket. He's coming. But anyway, no, I would have loved to have used this. I'd have definitely given it a shot. This makes a lot of sense to me. Feel it.
Yeah, no, the crazy thing I told you when I held it, when you hold it on the handle, the weight distribution, like if you hold, and the people at Marucci have been awesome, and they've given me plenty of bat. Last time I was here, they gave me an AFR bat, which is awesome. But you can just feel the weight distribution is different in this bat. Like it feels heavier because it's so concentrated in this one spot instead of evenly distributed throughout the barrel.
Well, dude, they have the technology.
It's fascinating.
They have the technology here where you can go swing over here. I can't remember what the name of the little center is that they have, and they'll design the perfect bat from a weight distribution, barrel size, the whole thing for your swing and your body type and body style. So it takes all the guesswork out of it, and which is really cool. We didn't have that. You go in there, you swing a little bit, they analyze the whole deal and all that, and boom, this is your bat.
I think you need to go take some cuts, man.
Yeah. This thing's neat, man. It's very, very cool. I love this concept.
I would love to hear also just the crack of the wood bat in that batting cage. I hear all the pings because the young guys are in there taking some hacks right now with their metal bat. The pings. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing better.
There is nothing better than like baseball is such a sensory game. It's when you go sit at the ballpark and you hear the crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of the grass and the popcorn and the all of the. It's just baseball is a sensory experience. Being at the ballpark, which I love. Being at a football game is far more emotionally gripping with every play where it's loud and you're cheering and it's guttural and there's a lot of that. Baseball, you can. I love sitting at a ballpark with a beer and peanuts and just letting the atmosphere just envelop me at a ball game. Like I love going to ball games. Yep. All right, it's After Further Review. We're glad to have you hanging out with us here. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Oh, we are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Hey, go get you a Don Juan gift card. If you have a cigar smoker on the list, got a great selection of cigars. The biggest humidor in the state at Don Juan Cigar Company. So if you're in town center and you're looking at Whole Foods, at the front, just look to your right, and on the strip mall on the side, the strip part on the side, that's where Don Juan is. So they got the cigar bar and the cigar company. The retail shop has the largest humidor in the state of Louisiana. So amazing selection at Don Juan Cigar Company. And, of course, you can always go hang out at Don Juan Cigar Bar, title sponsor of our Friday shows all throughout the year. I don't want to pinch us here on time, but I do want to get a Saints-Panthers pick. So we'll do that coming up in the next segment, get a prediction on Saints-Panthers. The other big story that we're going to keep following, of course, it really, by the way, if you missed it in hour one, Clay Harris was here, LSU's chief revenue officer. Great conversation as he talked about the NIL deal that LSU did with Nike, went into some more. We talked to Clay on the show about 6 months ago when LSU launched the NILSU Max program. And it was a really good time now that's been launched for about half the year. And now Lane Kiffin's here, and Lane was so vocal about NIL and LSU's NIL plan being a giant part of why he ended up at LSU. It was a good time to bring Clay back on the show. So we had that conversation hour one. If you missed it, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you go check that out on demand. It was really interesting. Heisman Trophy will be awarded tomorrow in New York City. The 4 finalists, of course, 3 quarterbacks, and then Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame. Fernando Mendoza is going to win this thing, the quarterback from Indiana. That he all but sewed it up when they won the Big Ten championship last week, beating Julian Sayin. I was kind of hoping Diego Pavia was going to get it done. I just think that would be an amazing story. Do you have a strong feeling? Like, if you had a vote, who would you vote for?
I would have voted for Pavia because I'd seen him a lot. But I watched the kid from Indiana his last game, and he's really good.
They scored 13 points.
I know, but he's just
he is really good.
I was very impressed with him.
Why?
Like, I don't know. He's huge. He looked the part. They won the game against a team that's, really good. I was impressed. And look, I like Pavia. Pavia just reminds me so much of Johnny Manziel. And although Johnny had an amazing college experience, it didn't translate into championships or really at the next level either. And I know they're different people, and Johnny had some problems off the field, but I don't know. I'd have voted for Pavia probably just because I've seen him so much.
I watched 2 Indiana games this year start to finish, like every snap. And it was their win over Oregon on the road and then the Big Ten championship. I've seen them a bunch, but, I mean, like every snap start to finish twice. And that's a team that's good enough to win the national championship.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird to say, but that's why every time I get asked about Kiffin and what the expectation should be year one, I'm like, you should be in the playoff and you should win a national championship. It's possible. Like, I shared this earlier in the week with the audience, but you had a 12-team playoff. 6 of the 12 teams, half of the field, are quarterbacked by players in their first-year transfer starters at their school, including Fernando Mendoza. He was at Cal. This is his first year at Indiana. Starter. He's going to win the Heisman. They're in the playoff, undefeated number 1. I mean, Dante Moore at Oregon. I mean, you go down the list. John Mateer at Oklahoma. You are, Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss. Retzlaff at Tulane. It is doable if you hit on the right guy, and I have a lot of confidence in Lane Kiffin's ability to hit on the right guy because everywhere, I mean, he found Chambliss, made Jackson Dart a first-rounder, made Matt Corral an all-conference caliber quarterback. Like, he's everywhere he goes, he's got dudes that produce at that position. So shouldn't LSU be in the mix? I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't. And if you throw it in, I know we talked about it. You talked about it earlier with the Underwood stuff. But, I mean, there's a guy out there too, man. Maybe. It's pretty good.
If I gave you the option, let's say hypothetically, and I don't know if you will, but if Bryce Underwood goes in the portal and you could get Underwood, Chambliss, or Austin Simmons, who's the other Ole Miss quarterback who was the starter this year, injured, lost his job to Chambliss. He got Wally pipped. But is a phenomenal athlete. Was a big-time. We have a mutual friend who's a baseball scout who told me he was a top 3-round baseball guy coming out of lefty. So he was a top 3-round baseball guy coming out of high school, but loved football and wanted to go the football route. But if you could get any one of those three, who would you want? If you get Chambliss, it's for 1 year.
Yeah.
You get Bryce, ceiling, upside, a little bit longer, 2 or 3 years, depending on how he plays. And then Simmons, same. Hasn't really been a consistent player, but tons of upside.
Yeah, Underwood. Probably Underwood.
Why?
Because you're going to have him for more than 1 year. I mean, it would be Chambliss or Underwood, not the other guy, for me. Well, I thought Chambliss was awesome. Oh, was awesome. I mean, I'd love to have Chambliss, gamer. But it'd be Underwood. It'd be fun to watch a guy like Kiffin and his ability to develop that position have somebody with that talent, size for a couple years.
Bro, that's the thing. It's like, as much as Lane has developed guys, he's never had a guy like that.
No.
I mean, you just don't see guys like that. I mean, you get a Trevor Lawrence roll around every now and again, someone who's that type of guy coming out of high school with all the big size. You can tell that's a future #1 pick, right? But Lane's never had one of those.
When you got another one right up the street here in Baton Rouge, it's about his same size, hopefully, that he signs.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the future quarterback class because LSU has Peyton Houston committed already out of Evangel, and that's the previous staff, through their evaluation, chose Peyton Houston over Elijah Haven.
Crazy to me.
So you could say that, but there's a skill set that you want, and Peyton Houston's a baller, and he can run, and he just doesn't have the size that Haven does, but Elijah Haven's an amazing player too.
Just as fast.
It's what do you want, skill set. And the one thing that I can tell you definitively in the conversations that I've had so far in 2 weeks since Lane Kiffin's been here with everybody that has talked to him, and I mean from high school coaches to current staff members to agents to boosters, everybody that sat down and had conversations with Lane and Billy Glasscock, which, by the way, I still can't believe you haven't cracked Billy Glasscock jokes yet. Okay.
Cracked Glasscock jokes. That's pretty good. There's some good ones coming.
I have no doubt. But everyone.
I mean, how did that name even like last names are funny to me in general.
I'm not going to get to finish my point.
But who even says
it's my fault?
Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah.
So it used to be like you say first name like where they're from. Like where is Glasscock located? Like it had.
But it doesn't have to be where they're located. It could be like Smith.
What they called them.
What they did. Yeah. Goldsmith.
What they did. What do you think Glasscock did? You can go down this rabbit hole. We could be here all day.
Let's not do that.
I'm going to look into that.
Okay.
Anyway, what were you saying?
After further review, we'll give a preview and a prediction for Saints and Panthers next.
After further review.
AFR is brought to you by Good. Can't make this stuff up. Goodwood, men's sexual wellness.
There we go.
Peptides. That's what I want to talk about, peptides.
Yep.
I want to talk about peptides.
I see an NIL deal for Coach Glasscock coming real soon.
Not a bad idea.
What's his name, Billy?
If he needs peptides, he should go to Goodwood.
Goodwood.
So a couple of reasons why. If you're already on hormone replacement therapy, I would like to recommend that you consider switching. A couple of reasons. Number one, there are some men's clinics that charge membership fees, which is ridiculous. You have to pay a membership fee just to be able to get your testosterone. Don't do that. That's absurd. That's number one. Number two, you want the lowest prices, never any contracts. That's Goodwood. And then also, when you do your blood labs every 6 months, Goodwood picks that up. They don't pass that fee on to you.
Oh, really?
So yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to South.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
You know, we got a lot of young guys that are playing and contributing, and we love where they're developing. And so the drafts, you know, that's next year. All we're worried about is this year, doing everything we can to be as successful as we can collectively as a group and individually, and we want to see the growth each and every week.
Kellen Moore was asked how you balance, winning games or preparing for the draft. Do you want to? No professional is going to say they're tanking, although an organization could focus on the future, depending if they're trading off assets and all that stuff. But when the ball's teed up and kicked off, or when you're standing in the batter's box, everyone's trying to have success because, as we understand, you're playing for a job. So I can understand that. I've been very transparent. I want the Saints to win games. I think if they win games, that's a direct correlation with Tyler Shuck playing well, and that means you have a greater feeling that you have your quarterback of the future and you are making progress. And so you can go spend in free agency and attract players, and you can focus on something other than quarterback at the top of the draft. That's my perspective. So I would love to see the Saints win on Sunday against Carolina if it comes to that. Do you have a feeling on if you'd rather see them win or lose for draft position?
I mean, I'll tell you after the draft, you see who's taken where and how they pan out. I mean, it's just hard to say. Obviously, you always want to pick as high as you possibly can, but you never know who's in front of you and what positions they're going to be taking. The problem I have with the Saints is I feel like, I don't know what position or position group you would say, oh, no, we're good there. We don't need that guy.
Yeah, you need everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you need everything.
Quarterback included. Like if you had a guy sitting right there that you know is going to change the complexion of your.
But you might.
Organization.
We'll find out in the next month. But I would say offensive tackle. If Banks and Fuaga are healthy, you feel like you've got good starters there.
Offensive tackle, okay.
You know, but everything else,
Yeah.
you know, Kamara's aging at running back. You absolutely need a game-breaking wide receiver. You definitely need a number one cornerback. Demario Davis is still playing at an incredible level, but I keep waiting for the fall off the cliff. Like eventually he will. Like eventually, it's going to end eventually. But he's still incredible. But you know, you would love a dynamic pass rusher, which Chase Young has been good when healthy, but I don't know that you'd say you're dynamic there. And Cam Jordan's going to retire, and at some point, Justin Reed is a really good starting safety who you got in free agency, but you need depth there. I mean, yeah, you're right. You need everything. I mean, there's very few spots where I'd say you're good, which is why I would love to go into this draft and free agency feeling good about quarterback, because it's the most important position, and then you can build around there.
Yeah, I mean, look, put me in the top 5, 6, 7 picks, you know, and so I guess you asked the question, do you care about them winning games or not? I mean, win as much as you want as long as you can pick pretty high in the first round. Because you need so much, I guess it doesn't kill you. I mean, I would say if you needed like 2 position groups and there was folks in front of you right now that are also looking at those position groups, then it may make a difference. But, you know.
Well, you look at the Saints' opponent this week in Carolina, and it's a pretty crystal clear example of Bryce Young, who after year one looked like a bust. Last year, you saw some glimpses. And then this year, Carolina right now with 4 weeks to play is leading the division. But Bryce Young is still an enigma. I mean, they'll beat the Rams and the Eagles and Green Bay, and then they freaking lose at home to the Saints. It's hard to figure out where there's games where, like when they played the Saints were very clear. They lined up, they stopped Rico Dowdle. Saying, Bryce Young, we're going to make you beat us throwing the football, and he couldn't. And then a few weeks ago, he's out there throwing for 450 yards. He sets a franchise record for passing. So, you know, I think when Bryce Young is good, he's really good, or he has shown the ability to be really good. He just hasn't been able to do that consistently. This is a team right now in Carolina that's averaging 19 points a game. That's 28th in the league out of 32 teams.
That's not good. That's not what you're looking for. What was the score when they played last time?
The Saints won 17-7. The defense played a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, for New Orleans is you're facing a team offensively that's 28th in scoring. Well, you're 30th in scoring.
Yeah.
And even when you look at the games that they managed to win with Tyler Shuck, like they beat Tampa 24-20, they beat Carolina 17-7. Like they're still not scoring a lot of points. So last week there's context because it was raining and all that sort of stuff. I just still don't think the Saints are a very good offense. Even though Shuck is showing improvement, I don't think this is a team that you're realistically going to think is going to go score, 28, 32, 35 points in this game against Carolina, even at home. So can your defense play well enough, sort of replicating what you did last time against Carolina and limiting Rico Dowdle and making Bryce Young throw the ball? And you had tremendous success doing that last time. But one of the things that's always interesting about divisional matchups is you rarely see the same game twice, because it's like I would say it's like a best of 7. Like this may not, it changes in baseball because the starting pitcher changes a series, but the NBA is probably a better analogy because you're going to change your game plan game to game, how you adjust in a series. And that's kind of how it works in the NFL. Like it's never the same exact game twice. It's why it's really hard to dominate a team in your division because there's so much familiarity with them. So I don't really know what to expect in this game on Sunday. I mean, it'll be Tyler Shuck for the second time against this team. They're at home. Carolina's been up and down, but Carolina's now leading the division by a full game by virtue of Tampa's loss on Sunday. By a half game by virtue of Tampa's loss on Thursday, and could be leading by a full game if they beat New Orleans. So, I mean, Carolina's got a ton on the line, and the Saints don't.
Right.
And so I kind of, Carolina's a 2.5-point favorite. And I kind of lean Carolina in this game because it's a team that has managed to win 7 games this year. Like they've been better finding ways to win. And the Saints haven't. Neither offense has been really dynamic. And you're just kind of looking at a team that one is playing for more and has just been better this year.
Yeah. No, but like you said, man, it's just a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type dude. This one's where? This one's at home?
It's in New Orleans.
This one's in New Orleans. Yeah. Look, I'd like to see him win. I mean, if it's not going to change the draft position that much, I'm with you. You know what? Give Give me the Saints in this one, going back to back.
Going Saints again?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to Carolina. I'll pick Carolina 23-20. I think that Carolina will find a way to win a close one. I do think, however, next week when the Saints play the Jets at home, especially the Jets are a team that's totally playing for the future. Traded Sauce Gardner, traded Quinnen Williams. They're going to start Brady Cook at quarterback this weekend. I will pick the Saints to beat the Jets in New Orleans next week. But I do think Sunday that Carolina will come into New Orleans with an opportunity to take a full game lead in the division and get it done in a close game. But we'll see if the Saints can win for the second time at home this year.
Let's go.
On Sunday in the Dome. All right, it's After Further Review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Make sure you come check them out here this weekend at Marucci's Hitter's House. Hey, I want to remind you about our friends over at Arco Power Systems, arco.com, arco.com. This is Generac industrial generator power. So for your commercial building, for your industrial facility, government municipalities, we're talking about grocery stores, gas stations, anything. If you own a roofing company and you got a big facility and the power goes out and you have to stay online, well, you got to have a generator, right?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to sell you or rent you and service that generator? Arco Power Systems. And they do it all over the region. Arco.com, arco.com, A-R-C-C-O, arco.com. Turnkey. Call Arco. They can handle everything. Arco.com. Okay. We'll knock out our final break of the show. We'll come back, wrap up with Ask Ryan. Did you finish your parfait?
Yeah. It was so good.
Did you ruin your dinner?
I don't think so.
You can eat dinner too?
Yeah, that wasn't like super filling.
Delandra gave up on hers.
She did.
Yeah. She said it was getting cold. It's cold.
I thought it was fabulous. Shout out Jeremiah's. Loved it.
Shout out Marucci's Hitter's House. I love this place. By the way, Eric was going to be so mad at me for getting in the batting cage and swinging because that's always whenever I end up slipping discs. But you were laughing at me about my BPC 157. Dude, I feel so good. I went and took 15 hacks and threw a few baseballs. Like, my low back feels so good. I'm not, like, I would normally be really regretting that decision. We'll see how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, you're going to be fine, dude.
We'll see.
You're good.
Okay, it's After Further Review. We'll wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
If you're thinking about selling your home, call Darren James. I'll give you Darren's cell. Here it is. Ready? Get your phone out. Type this in. You can call him right now. Text him right now if you want. If you'd rather text than call, text him. 225. It's Darren James and Associates, brokered by LPT Realty. Of course, you can always go to agent225.com, agent225.com. Darren James on the Wall Street Journal's list of the top 1% of realtors in America. Think about that. There's 1.5 million realtors in the United States. He's number 14 in the country in volume, the number of homes sold. So here's Darren's number. You can call him. You can text him right now. 335-7666, 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com, agent225.com. If you need to sell your home, rates just tick down. You need to sell your home. You need the best. You need Darren James. Agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Investing in a new roof doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Pelican Roofing, we offer 0 interest for 21 months because everyone deserves a safe, secure home. Trusted, local, affordable. Pelican Roofing, making quality roofing affordable for South Louisiana families.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, Whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and...
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Down the stretch we come. Final segment here on this Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're here at Marucci's Hitter's House. Man, all the brands, Marucci, Victus, Lizard Skin, awesome. So Reckless over there is the new one. Is what you see
What are
those
you
over
talking
there?
about?
Look at
No,
that right
what
there.
is that?
See that right there?
Oh.
The fluorescent bats up there? Awesome. Come check that out. Come get your shirts, hoodies. They got LSU gear as well, Marucci gear. Bats, balls, gloves, everything. They've got golf gear over here. Come take your hacks. Maybe a great membership to Marucci's Hitter's House is something you want. You get card access for 24/7 access to the bullpens, the batting cages. When you're a member, check it out here at the Marucci's Hitter's House on Segan. All right, it's after further review. We'll wrap up the show with a little bit of Ask Ryan. Email us, tweet us, or text your question. 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Eric, Ask Ryan, what's your favorite way to eat venison?
Backstrap is great. We like to fry it. That's good. You can also wrap it in some cream cheese. Jalapeno backstrap's good. Ground meat.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to like that too.
Ask Ryan, who you like better, Matt Damon or Ben Affleck?
I like Matt Damon.
Craig, ask Ryan. Got a good recipe to marinate backstrap overnight? Usually I use Coca-Cola mix. What's your go-to?
I really don't, but I'll have to give the Coca-Cola mix a try.
TK asked Ryan. My Uncle Jerry said long before glass existed, the glass cocks were known as the woodcocks. Times were hard back then.
He thought about that one. You know, he took a week off. He came back pretty good.
No.
Well, last week, was
No.
it 2 weeks ago?
No, it wasn't TK.
It wasn't TK. Man, shout out TK.
It was Greg.
Yeah.
Who took the week off.
Greg took the week off.
And then Greg's not here again.
Oh, Greg. Where are you, Greg?
I don't know. Sad. Richard Bruce asked Ryan, how great would it be if Glasscock were a Gamecock?
He's got a point. That would be good.
Anthony.
Is every one of these questions going to be Glasscock?
Yes.
Yeah. Is Anthony's got it too?
Yes. What came first, Goodwood or Glasscock?
I like that one. That's good, Anthony. Goodwood came first. Came before Glasscock, I believe. And you guys, you're so elementary. You think that's funny. Bathroom talk and Glasscock talk. It's just a name, guys. That's all.
We're brought to you by Rouse's, who I'm sure is thrilled to be mentioned here in the midst of this segment?
Look, for once, it wasn't me.
Rouse's. Well, you started it.
Not really.
Yes, you did. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. I love going to Rouse's. Great selection, by the way, of bourbons and beers and wines, but their wine selection. Maybe if you're going to a holiday party, Christmas party, you bring in a bottle of wine. They have their buy four, save more program. So the more you buy, the more you save. So you can try maybe some different reds that you may otherwise not try. So really cool opportunity there at Rouse's. All your party trays, platters, grab and go. Make your groceries. They do it all over at Rouse's. 70 locations. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Rouse's. This feels like home. Eric, ask Ryan, do you think Glasscock has a brother named Richard? Dick Glasscock. So I will have no opportunity ever now of having any type of professional relationship with this man who I've never met. So thank you for that.
Look, man, you didn't do it. And I
doesn't matter. It's my show. It's a
I've been a
reflection
lot
on me.
worse.
Ask Ryan, better LSU baseball roster top to bottom last year or this upcoming team?
I can't answer that one at the moment.
Oh, I can. It's this year.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're going to win a national championship.
No.
But you just want to talk about talent? Poof.
I saw a clip of the big guy, the transfer, the big guy hitting one the other day.
Oh, no, you mean, I thought you meant pitcher.
No, the hitter. Oh, my goodness. He's going to be fun to watch.
He's going to be a fan favorite.
Oh, yes. Swing the bat, man.
300-pound dude standing on first base, clubbing homers.
Just clubbing homers.
He's our version of Sykes Orvis or Wes Ray. This big fat guy, just smashing homers and standing on first base.
Drinking beers.
So good.
Bet you he farts.
Doesn't everybody? See you Monday.
AFR.
As we get on down the road, remind you about Our Lady of the Lake Championship Health Partner of LSU Athletics. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, together we roar. Our Lady of the Lake Regional Medical Center right there off of Essen. There's the Children's Hospital, of course, which is standalone. If you need heart care or stroke care, cancer services, Our Lady of the Lake has expertly trained physicians in all of the specialties, so you don't have to leave. You can get world-class care right here at home. Part of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System. That's why you will sometimes hear us refer to FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake. And, of course, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU. Together we roar, as they say, and you can always learn more about that Championship Health Partnership, about the many different ways that Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are joined at the hip, how they are interwoven. LSU and Our Lady of the Lake caring for student athletes on the field, the court, the diamond, the floor, or, of course, in the classroom, and everyday champions like you and me. It's Our Lady of the Lake and LSU. Together, we roar.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here, helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight,